Hi there. Beautiful day, isn't it?
Yes, indeed. Where are you headed today?
I'm going to Connaught Place. How about you?
I have a few more stops today, but I love driving around the city.
That's great. I love the energy of Delhi. It's so vibrant.
Absolutely. It's a mix of cultures and traditions that make it unique.
Exactly, and the food is amazing too. Have you tried any of the local delicacies?
Oh, yes, I love street food, but my favorite has to be butter chicken.
Oh, I love that too. Do you have any recommendations for the best place to try it?
Honestly, there are so many great places. But I would recommend trying it at a family-run restaurant for an authentic experience.
That sounds like a great idea. Thanks for the tip.
You're welcome. So, how long have you been in Delhi?
I've been here for a few days, but I'm leaving tomorrow.
That's too bad. Have you had a chance to explore the city?
Yes, I've seen some of the main attractions, like the Lotus Temple and the Red Fort.
Those are some great places. Why don't you plan another visit to explore more of the city?
That's a good idea. Maybe next time I'll discover some hidden gems.
Definitely. Delhi has a lot to offer, and I'm sure you'll love it more with each visit.
I'm sure I will. Thanks for the ride and the lovely conversation.
You're welcome. Take care and have a safe flight back home.
Hey B, what's up? How's your day going?
Pretty good, eh? I've been trying to optimize our communication between the front end and the back end.
Sounds interesting. What have you tried so far?
Well, I have been looking into using WebSockets instead of traditional HTTP requests for real-time updates.
Nice, I've heard of WebSockets. It could definitely speed up the communication process.
Exactly. Plus, it allows us to push data to the client without the client requesting it every time.
That would definitely reduce unnecessary traffic.
And on top of that, it's a lot more efficient than HTTP polling.
Yeah, HTTP polling can be quite expensive in terms of computing resources.
Definitely. But there are some downsides to WebSockets as well. For example, it's a stateful protocol which could lead to scalability issues.
Good point. Have you thought of any workarounds for that?
Yeah, we could implement load balancing and session affinity to prevent that.
That's a sound solution. And speaking of efficiency, have you considered using a content delivery network, CDN, for static assets?
Definitely. It's a no-brainer. It would reduce the load on our servers and increase the load times for users.
Agreed. And have you looked into lazy loading resources or deferring JavaScript execution for performance optimization?
Yes, those are next on my list actually. But before that, I was thinking of bundling and minimizing CSS and JavaScript files to reduce their file sizes.
Absolutely. And let's not forget about optimizing database queries and caching responses to improve performance.
No doubt about that. I was also thinking of using GraphQL instead of REST APIs for improved flexibility and efficiency.
Nice, GraphQL definitely allows for more efficient data fetching. Have you worked with it before?
A little bit, but I'm excited to dive deeper into it.
Well, it sounds like we have a lot of work ahead of us. But I'm confident we can make our communication between the front end and back end even better.
Agreed. Thanks for the chat, eh? Let's get to work.
Hi there, B. It's great to finally meet you in person. I'm really excited to try out some of the local delicacies here at Tsukiji Market.
Glad to have you here, eh? I'll make sure you get a taste of the best food in Tokyo.
That sounds fantastic. What would you recommend we try first?
Well, there are so many delicious options. How about we start with some fresh sushi and sashimi?
Yes, please. I've heard that the seafood here is unbeatable.
You won't be disappointed. And while we're at it, we could film a quick video to give our viewers a taste of Tsukiji sushi.
That's a great idea. Let's get started. Wow, that was amazing. I could easily devour 5 more plates of this.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. And there's more to come. How about some tempura next?
Sure thing. I've never had it fresh like this before.
Then you're in for a treat. And again, we could film a video to show off the deliciousness of Tsukiji's tempura.
Oh my gosh, that was incredible. I can't believe how crispy and flavorful it was.
Tsukiji is definitely the place to be for top quality food. And we've still got a few more dishes to try.
I can't wait. This is an experience I'll never forget. Hey there, are you ready for this climbing challenge?
Yes, I am. This is my first time here. It's so beautiful.
That's great to hear. Have you climbed before?
Just a few times. But I'm still a bit nervous.
No worries. I'm here to guide you. Have you put on your harness and helmet yet?
Yup, all set. What's next?
First, let's do some stretching to avoid any injuries. How about we do some warm-up exercises?
Sounds good. What kind of exercises do you recommend?
Let's start with some stretches for your arms and legs. Like this?
Stretching, wow, this feels good.
Okay, now let's go over some climbing basics. We'll start off on this easy route over here.
All right, I'm ready.
Great. Remember to check your footing and handholds as you go. And if you feel unsure, just ask for help.
Got it. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. And always remember to breathe. It'll help you stay focused.
Breathing deeply, okay, I'm ready to give it a go.
Perfect. Just take it slow and steady. You're doing great so far.
Climbing, this is amazing. I can't believe I'm doing this.
You're a natural. Keep going, you're almost there.
Reaching the top, yes. I made it. Thank you so much for your help.
Congratulations. You did it. And thank you for letting me be a part of your climbing adventure.
I couldn't have done it without you. You're the best climbing guide ever.
Laughing, thanks. I'm just glad you had fun. And who knows? Maybe we'll climb together again in the future.
Absolutely. I can't wait for that day.
Hey B. How's it going?
Not bad, thanks. How about you?
I'm doing well. Say, have you noticed anything wrong with our system lately?
Not that I'm aware of. Why do you ask?
Just a bit concerned about security. There have been a lot of cyber attacks lately.
I see what you mean. We do have a lot of safeguards in place to prevent that. Do you want to take a closer look at them?
That sounds like a good idea. Where should we start?
Let's begin with our passwords. Are yours strong enough?
I'm not sure. I'll have to check.
It's always good to use a mix of letters, numbers, and special characters. And avoid anything predictable.
Got it. And how about encryption?
We use 256-bit AES encryption for our sensitive data. It would be pretty hard to crack.
That's reassuring. What other measures do we have?
We do regular security audits and vulnerability scans. Plus, we have a firewall and intrusion detection system in place.
All good to know. Do we ever train our employees on security practices?
Yes, we have periodic training sessions for all staff members. It's important that everyone understands their role in maintaining security.
Sounds like we're on top of things. Anything else we should consider?
Just to keep an eye on the latest trends in cyber attacks and adjust our procedures accordingly.
Thanks for going over all of that with me, B. I feel much better about our system's security now.
No problem, Always happy to help keep things running smoothly.
Good morning, I'm a tea expert and I'm interested in finding high-quality tea leaves for my business.
Hi there, I'm a roaster and I've got great products for you. Would you like to take a look at our selection?
Yes, I would love to. Can you recommend some tea leaves that are great for brewing?
Absolutely. Our black tea is one of our best sellers, as well as our green tea that has a fresh and grassy taste. We also have some herbal teas with unique flavors.
That sounds fantastic. Can I try some of your teas before making a purchase?
Of course, we have a tea station set up for testing our blends. Feel free to take your time.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm looking for some unique tea options as well. Do you have any unusual flavors?
Yes, we actually have a blueberry tea that's a customer favorite. We also blend matcha and chai, which are less common but highly popular.
Wow, that sounds great. Can you also show me how to make the perfect tea, too?
Sure, we can teach you everything you need to know from brewing times to water temperature, and even how to use different accessories.
That's incredible. I would love to offer a tea tasting event with these high-quality products. Do you offer any special discounts for bulk purchases?
Absolutely, just tell us how much tea you would like to purchase and we'll customize a price that works for you.
Sounds great, I'll definitely be in touch. Thank you for all your help, you've been a delightful guide.
It's been a pleasure. Don't hesitate to contact us if you need anything else. We're always happy to help.
Hey there, nice to meet you. So, I heard we're working together on a new learning app?
Yes. I'm excited to get started. What type of app are we creating?
Well, we're aiming to make a game-like learning app that's fun and interactive. How do you think we can make it engaging?
We could add features like mini-games, quizzes, and rewards for completing a certain level or activity.
That would definitely make it more interesting. What type of educational content do you think we should include?
How about covering different subjects like science, math, and even languages? We can include flashcards, tutorials, and interactive activities.
Those are great suggestions. I was also thinking we could incorporate social features like leaderboards to make it more competitive.
Yes, that's a great idea. We can encourage users to compete with friends or even strangers, giving them a little friendly competition.
And maybe we can offer different difficulty levels or personalized learning paths to accommodate different skill levels.
Absolutely. We can also add a feature that tracks users' progress and suggest areas for improvement.
That sounds perfect. Do you have any ideas for the overall design and look of the app?
I was thinking something bright and colorful with attractive graphics and animation. We should also make it easy to navigate and user-friendly.
Right, we don't want users to feel overwhelmed or confused when using the app. Let's make sure it's intuitive.
Definitely. To make it even more engaging, maybe we can add characters and avatars that users can personalize to their liking.
Oh, that's a great idea. Users can create their own avatar and watch it progress as they learn more.
Exactly, it will be like their own personal mascot. And we can even allow users to earn in-app purchases to buy accessories or upgrades for their character.
Nice, that will definitely motivate them to keep learning. I think we've got some great ideas here to create a fun and effective learning app.
Agreed. I can't wait to start working on this project together.
Good morning, everyone. Let's get started with our meeting.
Good morning, boss. How was your weekend?
It was great. I went hiking with my family. How about you?
I went to the beach with my friends. It was so much fun.
That sounds like a good time. All right, let's get down to business.
Before we start, boss, I just want to say that the new office plants look amazing.
Thank you, B. I thought they would brighten up the space.
Well, you were right. They improve the ambience of the room.
I'm happy to hear that. Okay, let's go over the sales report.
Speaking of sales, have you heard about the new client we landed last week?
No, I haven't. Tell me more.
They're a big company that can bring in a lot of revenue for us. I'm really excited to start working with them.
That's fantastic news. We'll have to celebrate this great achievement.
Maybe we can have a team lunch this Friday to celebrate?
Excellent idea, B. Let's plan for it.
All right, I'll take care of the reservations.
Perfect. Thanks, B. Is there anything else we need to discuss?
No, that's about it. Thanks for the meeting, boss.
Great job, B. Keep up the good work, everyone. See you all next week. Hey B, have you heard of ISO 27001 management?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's all about information security management, right?
Exactly. Have you ever implemented it in your company?
Not yet, but we're considering it. Have you?
Yeah, we implemented it last year. It has really helped us improve our information security measures.
That's great to hear. How was the implementation process?
It wasn't too bad, but it did require a lot of planning and coordination between different departments.
What were some of the challenges you faced during the implementation?
One of the biggest challenges was getting everyone on board with the changes to policies and procedures. It took some time to get everyone trained and used to the new way of doing things.
Yeah, I can imagine that would be tough. Did you use any specific tools or software to help with the implementation?
We did use some software to help with risk assessments and documentation. It really saved us a lot of time and made the process much smoother.
That's a great tip. Thanks for sharing. How has ISO 27001 management benefited your company so far?
We've seen a significant reduction in security breaches and incidents. It has also improved our reputation with clients who are concerned about information security.
That's fantastic. It sounds like it's definitely worth considering for our company as well.
Definitely. If you have any questions or need any advice, don't hesitate to ask me.
Thanks, I appreciate it. It's always helpful to get insight from someone with first-hand experience.
No problem, happy to help. Good morning, B. How's your day going so far?
Good morning, A. It's been busy but good. How about yours?
Not bad. I've been reviewing a patient's medication regimen and I wanted to get your thoughts.
Sure, what can I help you with?
Well, I have a patient who's been taking multiple medications for some time now, and I suspect there might be some interactions. I was thinking of adjusting the doses or changing some of the medications.
Okay, let me take a look at the patient's file. Which medications are you thinking of changing?
I was thinking of adjusting the dose of the blood pressure medication and switching to a different painkiller that doesn't interact with the others.
That sounds reasonable. Are there any known allergies or intolerances we should consider?
Yes, the patient is allergic to sulfa drugs.
Got it. I'll make a note of that. Anything else I should know?
I think that covers it. I appreciate your help with this.
No problem at all. That's what I'm here for. Let me know if you need anything else.
Will do. Thanks again, B. Have a great day.
You too, A.
Hey, so what do you like to do for fun in your free time?
Well, I love to play video games. It's a great way to unwind and relax.
Oh, cool. What kind of games do you like to play?
I'm a big fan of RPGs and FPSs, but I also enjoy a good sports game from time to time.
Nice. Personally, I prefer to read or watch movies. Do you like doing those things too?
Yeah, I enjoy a good book or movie every once in a while. What kind of books and movies do you like?
I'm a big fan of sci-fi and fantasy, both in books and movies. What about you?
I like action and adventure movies, and for books I enjoy biographies and historical fiction.
That's really interesting. Have you read any good biographies lately?
Yes, I just finished reading the biography of Steve Jobs. It was really inspiring to read about his life and how he built Apple from the ground up.
I've heard good things about that one. Maybe I'll have to give it a read. Switching gears a bit, have you ever tried any outdoor activities like hiking or camping?
I've gone on a few camping trips with friends, but I haven't done it in a while. I'd love to go on a hike sometime, though.
Me too. There are so many beautiful hiking trails around here. We should plan a hike together sometime.
That sounds like a great idea. Maybe we can both try something new and go on an overnight camping trip.
I'm down for that. It'll be a fun adventure. By the way, have you ever gone kayaking or canoeing?
I haven't, but it's something I've always wanted to try.
Same here. We could add that to the list of outdoor activities we should try together.
Definitely. There's nothing better than getting out and enjoying nature. Thanks for the ideas. This has been a great conversation.
Good morning, Dr. B. As a rural healthcare worker, I'm concerned about preventing infectious diseases in our community. What are your recommendations?
Good morning, A. The key to preventing infectious diseases is good hygiene. We need to prioritize hand washing and sterilization of medical equipment.
I see. We have been promoting hand washing in our community, but it can be hard to change people's habits. What else can we do?
Well, education is important. If we can explain to people why hand washing is necessary and the consequences of not doing it, they may be more likely to practice it.
That's true. I've found that using demonstration and visuals like posters or videos can be helpful in getting the message across.
Absolutely. In addition to hand washing, we also need to consider strategies for controlling other modes of transmission, like through insects or animals.
Yes, we do see a lot of insect-borne diseases in our area. What steps can we take to prevent them?
We could encourage the use of mosquito nets and insect repellents, as well as getting rid of standing water and keeping the environment clean.
Those are great suggestions, Dr. B. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with me. I'm excited to apply these strategies in my work.
My pleasure, A. It's always great to see healthcare workers like you taking proactive steps towards preventing disease. Keep up the good work.
Good afternoon and welcome to our Los Angeles sightseeing bus tour. My name is John and I'll be your driver for today. We have a lot of exciting things to see and learn about in this great city.
Hi, John. Thanks for having us. What can we expect to see today?
Well, we'll be making stops at all the major landmarks, such as the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Beverly Hills, and the famous Santa Monica Pier.
That sounds amazing. I've always wanted to see those places. What can you tell us about them?
The Walk of Fame features the stars of some of the biggest names in entertainment. Beverly Hills is home to many celebrities and high-profile residents, and the Santa Monica Pier is a great destination for amusement park attractions and a beautiful beachside view.
Wow, I'm really looking forward to it. Is there anything else we shouldn't miss while we're here?
Absolutely. You'll definitely want to try In-N-Out Burger, a popular fast food chain here in California. It's a must-try for any first-time visitor to the area.
Sounds delicious. I'll add that to my list. Thanks for the tip, John.
No problem, happy to help. Do you have any other questions or things you're interested in seeing?
Actually, could you tell me more about the history of Los Angeles and how it became such a popular city?
Sure thing. Los Angeles was originally settled by Spanish explorers in the late 18th century and became part of Mexico before being annexed by the United States in 1848. Since then, it's grown into a major center of entertainment, culture, and commerce.
Wow, I had no idea. Thanks for the history lesson, John.
You're welcome. And don't forget to take some great photos to remember your time here.
Absolutely. Thanks for the amazing tour, John. You're a great driver and guide.
My pleasure. Enjoy the rest of your stay in Los Angeles. Hey B, how's it going?
Not bad, just busy dealing with some security issues here. What's up?
I wanted to talk to you about how we can better protect our clients' financial information.
Yes. This is a huge concern for us, especially in light of the recent data breaches that have been happening.
Exactly. We need to make sure that our security measures are top-notch.
Absolutely. Have you considered implementing multi-factor authentication?
Yes, that's definitely on our radar. We're also looking into encryption and access control.
Good call. And what about regular security audits and vulnerability testing?
Yes, we're definitely planning on doing those as well. It's important to stay on top of our game in this field.
You're right about that. We can't afford to let our guard down, especially with so much at stake.
Totally agree. And it's not just about protecting our clients' information, it's also about maintaining their trust in us as financial service providers.
Yes, exactly. We don't want any security breaches to damage our reputation.
Definitely not. We need to be proactive and stay ahead of the curve.
I couldn't agree more. It's good to see that you're taking this seriously and actively seeking solutions.
Thanks, B. It's a team effort, and we all need to work together to keep our clients' financial information safe and secure.
Absolutely. We're in this together, and I'm confident that we can come up with a comprehensive plan to protect our clients' data.
Agreed. Let's get to work. Hey, have you ever been to Cairns in Australia?
Nope, I haven't. Why do you ask?
I recently went there and was blown away by the natural beauty of the place.
Really? What did you like about it?
The Great Barrier Reef, of course. It's an amazing experience to see all those vibrant corals and sea creatures up close.
Wow, that sounds incredible. Did you learn anything about conservation efforts there?
Absolutely, they're doing a great job at preserving the reef and protecting the marine life.
That's so important in this day and age. What other natural wonders did you see in Cairns?
The rainforest was also stunning. I did a hike in Daintree National Park and saw some rare species of plants and animals.
I've heard a lot about Daintree. It's definitely on my travel bucket list.
You should definitely go there, but make sure to learn about responsible tourism and leave minimal impact on the environment.
That's good advice. I'm really passionate about sustainability and ecotourism.
Me too. In fact, I met some local activists who are fighting against deforestation and habitat destruction.
That's amazing. It's important to support local communities who are trying to make a positive impact on the environment.
Absolutely. Have you ever volunteered at any conservation projects?
Yes, I actually did some work with turtle conservation in Costa Rica last year.
That's incredible. It's amazing to be able to make a personal contribution to conservation efforts.
It really is. I think it's important for us to recognize the impact we have on the environment and take steps to minimize it.
Exactly. Let's continue to spread awareness and inspire others to do the same.
Agreed. Thanks for sharing your experiences and insights with me.
Hey everyone, how are you doing today?
I'm good, thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm doing great, thank you. So let's get started with today's lesson.
Sure, what's on the agenda for today?
We'll be talking about idioms and their meanings. Do you know any idioms off the top of your head?
I think there's one that goes the early bird catches the worm.
Excellent. That's definitely one of the most popular idioms out there. Can you tell us what it means?
I think it means that if you wake up early, you'll have more opportunities to succeed.
Exactly. You're a natural at this. Now let's try another one. How about letting the cat out of the bag?
I'm not sure about that one. What does it mean?
It means revealing a secret or a surprise before it's supposed to be shared.
Got it. That's a tricky one.
Yes, idioms can be quite tricky. But they're also a lot of fun to learn and use in conversations.
I agree. It's always interesting to hear a phrase that you're not familiar with and to try and figure out what it means.
Definitely. And it's a great way to expand your vocabulary and impress your friends with your knowledge of idioms.
I'll make sure to practice using them more often then.
Great. Well, that's it for today's lesson. Have a great day, everyone.
Thanks, you too.
Hi, have you ever lived abroad before?
No, but I'm planning to soon. Have you?
Yeah, I've lived in a few different countries actually. The biggest challenge is finding affordable housing.
Yeah, I've heard that before. What's the best way to find a good place to live?
Well, I usually start by looking on websites like Airbnb or Craigslist. It's important to read reviews and make sure the location is convenient for your needs.
How much does it usually cost for a decent place?
It really depends on the location and the season. I've paid anywhere from $500 to $2,000 a month.
Wow, that's a pretty big range. What's the most expensive place you've stayed in?
Probably when I was living in Tokyo. The housing market there is crazy. I was paying over $2,000 a month for a tiny apartment.
Yikes, I hope I can find something more affordable than that. Do you have any tips for negotiating rent?
Definitely try to negotiate if you can. Landlords are often willing to lower the price if you can commit to a longer lease or pay more upfront.
Good to know. I'll have to brush up on my negotiation skills.
And don't forget to factor in other expenses like utilities, internet, and transportation.
Yeah, I've heard that public transportation is pretty expensive in some countries.
It can be, but it's usually still cheaper than owning a car.
That's true. Thanks for all the advice. I can't wait to start my international adventure.
Hey B, have you heard about ISO 27001 system hardening?
Yeah, I have. It's all about securing our data systems from external threats, right?
Exactly. I was thinking we should implement it for our company.
Sounds like a good plan. But do you think it'll be too much work?
I don't think so. We just need to identify the areas that need to be strengthened and take appropriate measures.
Okay, that sounds doable. Do you have any suggestions?
First, we need to make sure that all the software and hardware is up to date and patched against known vulnerabilities.
Right. Then, we need to enforce stronger passwords and multi-factor authentication to protect against unauthorized access.
Bingo. We also need to conduct regular audits and risk assessments to ensure that we stay on top of any potential threats.
I agree. Have you thought about training our employees on best practices for system security?
That's a great idea. We need to ensure that everyone understands the importance of maintaining a secure system.
Absolutely. What about firewalls and encryption?
Oh, we definitely need to have those in place. Firewalls will help prevent unauthorized access to our network, and encryption will protect our sensitive data.
It seems like we have a solid plan. Let's get started on implementing ISO 27001 system hardening.
Sounds good to me. It's always better to be proactive rather than reactive when it comes to data security. Good morning, Nurse B. How was your weekend?
It was great, Dr. A. I went on a hike with my friends. How about yours?
It was relaxing. I binge-watched my favorite TV series.
Laughs, I know the feeling, Dr. A. So, what's on our patient list for today?
We have Mrs. Johnson coming in for her checkup and Mr. Smith for his flu shot.
All right, let me prep the flu shot for Mr. Smith. Do you need me in the exam room for Mrs. Johnson's checkup?
Yes, please. And, as always, make sure to use extra kindness for our anxious patients.
Don't worry, Dr. A, that's my specialty.
Laughs, I know it is. You're the best senior nurse I've ever worked with.
Smiling, thank you, Dr. A. Speaking of patients, did you hear about the one who thought they had a snake in their ear?
Surprised, what? No, tell me more.
Well, turns out it was just a strand of hair tangled up in their earwax.
Laughs, that's a relief. So remember to always double-check before assuming anything.
Nodding, definitely. Now, let's get to work and help our patients.
Hey B, have you heard about the discussion between a front-end engineer and a digital marketer in an SEO company?
No, what was it about?
They were discussing how to improve a website's search engine rankings. The engineer had some cool ideas for optimizing page speed and improving user experience.
That sounds great. Did the marketer have any ideas for promoting the site?
Yeah, the marketer suggested some strong collaborations and campaigns with other sites to build backlinks and drive traffic.
Nice. I can see how combining these techniques would lead to a higher ranking on search engines.
Absolutely. It's all about creating great content and promoting it effectively online.
I think it's fascinating how different specialties can come together to achieve a common goal. Who knew front-end engineering and digital marketing would be such a dynamic duo?
Yeah, it's exciting to see how technology and marketing are constantly evolving and innovating.
Definitely. It keeps the work fresh and exciting, and it's always cool to see the positive impact we can make on businesses and consumers alike.
Agreed. The future holds endless possibilities and opportunities for growth in these fields. Hey there, B. What are you up to today?
Not much, just checking on some of the machinery. How about you?
I'm working on figuring out how to make our production process more efficient.
Ah, I see. Any ideas so far?
Well, I was thinking about implementing some automated systems. That way, we could cut down on manual labor and increase our output.
That sounds like a great idea. But how do we make sure the machines don't malfunction?
Good point. I think we should bring in some experts to help us build and maintain the machines.
Agreed. We should also make sure our employees are properly trained to use the machines.
Definitely. And we could even make a fun training program to keep everyone engaged. What do you think?
That sounds like a great idea. Maybe we could turn it into a competition and offer a prize to the team that performs the best.
I love that. It'll be a great way to build camaraderie and motivation among the team.
Absolutely. And speaking of building, have you seen the new additions we made to the factory floor? They're pretty cool.
No, I haven't had a chance to check them out yet. Mind giving me a tour?
Of course, let's go.
Hey there. How's business today?
Business is good. The weather is hot, so people are really thirsty. How about you?
Same here. The heat always brings out the cravings for sweets too.
That's why our partnership works so well. Fresh juices to quench thirst, and your pastries for the perfect dessert.
Speaking of pastries, have you tried our new coconut rice pudding with mangoes? It's been a hit.
I haven't yet. Can you save me one for after we close up shop?
Of course. I'll even pair it with our mango pineapple smoothie.
Yum, that sounds perfect. You always know the best combinations.
It's all about balance, right? Sweet treats with a refreshing drink to wash it down.
Exactly. I love seeing the smiles on people's faces when they taste our offerings.
Same here. It's a great feeling to bring joy through food.
Plus, we make a great team. We should do this more often.
Agreed. Maybe we can collaborate on some new flavors next time.
That sounds like a plan. It's always fun to experiment and try new things.
Definitely. All right, let's get back to serving up some more deliciousness.
Sounds good to me. Let's keep the smiles coming.
Hi there, nice to meet you. I'm an experienced diver and I can guide you to take some amazing underwater photos.
Hello. Thanks for offering to help. I'm a photographer and I'm always looking for new opportunities to capture the beauty of the ocean.
So, what kind of photos are you hoping to take?
I'm interested in capturing the unusual colors and textures found in this deep underwater cave. Do you know of any spots where I could find some interesting subjects?
Definitely. There's this gorgeous coral reef just around the corner that would look great in your photos. And if you're lucky, we might even spot a school of fish swimming by.
That sounds amazing. But I'm worried about lighting. How can I create the perfect conditions to take great photos?
You'll need a strobe light to create the right lighting. It's also important to position yourself to capture the shot perfectly.
Good to know. What about the settings on my camera? What would you suggest?
You'll need to make sure your shutter speed is fast enough to capture movement. And since we're in deep waters, you'll need to adjust your ISO to compensate for the low light.
I see. This is all very helpful. Do you have any tips for capturing the perfect shot?
Yes, be patient and try to capture the natural beauty of the ocean. Also, keep an eye out for unique and unexpected moments. Those make for the best photos.
Thank you so much for all your advice. I'm excited to explore this underwater cave with you and capture some amazing photos.
My pleasure. Just remember to stay safe and have fun. Let's go. Hey, have you heard about the ISO 27001 password policy?
Yeah, I have. Why? Do we need to talk about it?
Well, not really. I just find it interesting how they have set a standard for password protection.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that they came up with a standard guideline for securing passwords.
Have you read the policy?
Not really. But I know it requires passwords to be complex and changed regularly.
That's right. But you know what's funny? People still use passwords like 123,456 or password, which are so easy to guess.
Ah, tell me about it. It's like inviting hackers to break into your account. We should use unique passwords and always change them periodically.
Absolutely. Did you also know that the policy recommends not writing down passwords anywhere?
Yes, I did. We should memorize them or use password managers to keep our accounts safe.
A password manager? That sounds interesting. How does it work?
It's basically an app that helps you generate complex passwords and stores them securely.
Wow. That's amazing. Knowing all this, I think we should encourage our colleagues to follow the ISO 27001 password policy.
Yes, let's spread the word and help our company stay safe and secure.
Hey B, have you heard about ISO 27001 security management system?
No, never heard of it. What's that about?
It's all about ensuring information security in organizations. It sets standards for managing and protecting sensitive information.
Oh, I see. That sounds important. What kind of information are we talking about here?
Any information that an organization wants to keep confidential, like personal data, financial information, or trade secrets.
Got it. So, why is it called ISO 27001?
ISO stands for International Organization for Standardization. The number 27001 refers to the specific standard for information security management.
Wow, that sounds official. Do you need a degree to understand it?
Not at all, B. It's a practical approach that any organization can use. It's just like putting a lock on your front door to protect your home.
That makes sense. So, what are the benefits of using this system?
Well, it helps organizations to identify and manage risks to their information, ensure legal and regulatory compliance, and improve overall security management.
And I bet it helps gain customer trust as well, right?
You nailed it, B. It shows that organizations take their security seriously and are committed to protecting their customers' information.
I like that. Do you think we can get certified in ISO 27001?
Absolutely. It takes time and effort, but it's definitely worth it. Plus, it'll give us something fun to talk about at parties.
Laughs, count me in, hey.
Hey there. I heard we're tasked to develop a chatbot with self-learning capabilities. Exciting, huh?
Absolutely. But it's not going to be a cakewalk. We need to put our thinking caps on and carefully plan this one out.
Agreed. But where do we start? What kind of data should we use to train the model?
We can use chat logs from various platforms and feed it into our program. That should give it enough context to understand and predict responses.
Sounds great. But what about humor and sarcasm? It can be hard for bots to pick up on those nuances.
That's true. We have to incorporate sentiment analysis to appropriately respond with our chatbot's sense of humor or snarkiness.
Good point. But we also have to make sure our bot doesn't spew out inappropriate or offensive responses.
Exactly. We need to have a strict filter system in place to maintain ethical standards.
I see. And how about its learning process? Should we make it learn based on user feedback?
Of course. That's how it will improve over time. We can also incorporate reinforcement learning to maximize its learning capabilities.
This is going to be quite the project. But at the end of the day, we'll be producing a bot that can hold natural and intelligent conversations.
That's the goal. Let's do our best to create a chatbot that people will enjoy talking to and that can even make them laugh.
Sounds like a plan. We better get started. Hey, have you heard about the upcoming wedding reception for our friend Sarah?
No, I haven't. When is it happening?
It's in 3 months. She's getting married to John and they're planning a big party.
That sounds awesome. Where are they hosting it?
At a fancy hotel downtown. I heard they're going all out with the decorations.
Ooh la la, fancy. How about the food?
They're having a 3-course meal with a build-your-own sundae bar for dessert.
That's my kind of party. Did they invite a lot of people?
Yeah, it's a pretty big guest list. I think around 200 people.
Wow, sounds like a lot of dancing and mingling. Are you bringing a date?
Not sure yet, but I might ask that cute guy from work.
Go for it. What are you going to wear?
I'm thinking a cocktail dress with some killer heels. How about you?
I haven't decided yet, but I'm thinking of wearing a suit. Gotta be sharp for those wedding photos, you know?
Absolutely. Speaking of photos, did you see the custom Snapchat filter they made for the occasion?
No, I haven't. That's so cool.
I know, right? Sarah's really going all out for this wedding.
She deserves it. She's been dreaming of this day since we were in high school.
Yeah, it's amazing to see her happy and in love. I can't wait to celebrate with her.
Me too. Let's make sure we dance the night away and have a blast.
That's wonderful to hear. What have you seen so far?
Well, we visited the castle ruins and went on a hike to see the cliffs of Avalon.
Those are both fantastic spots to visit. Did you happen to see any of the mythical creatures along the way?
I don't think so. Should I have been on the lookout?
Laughs, perhaps not, but it's always fun to imagine. What other activities do you have planned for your trip?
We are hoping to take a boat tour around the peninsula and maybe try some local seafood.
Oh, you definitely do not want to miss the seafood here. It's some of the best in the world.
That's what I've heard. Do you have any recommendations on where to go?
Well, there's a great restaurant down the road that serves fresh lobster and crab. You might want to give that a try.
Sounds delicious. By the way, have you always lived in this area?
Yes, I have. I love it here. It's a small community, but we have everything we need.
It definitely seems like a great place to live. What do you usually do for fun around here?
Well, I enjoy hiking, fishing, and exploring the coastline. I also like to volunteer at the local animal shelter.
That's so kind of you. What animals do they have there?
Oh, all kinds. Dogs, cats, rabbits, and even some exotic birds. It's always a fun time.
I bet it is. Well, thank you for all the information and for being such a great tour guide.
It was my pleasure. Enjoy the rest of your trip. Hey there, B, are you ready for some fun in the sun?
Definitely, Coach. I've been looking forward to this sand volleyball practice all week.
That's great to hear. Today, we're focusing on serving, so let's warm up with some basic drills.
Okay, sounds good. I've been working on my topspin serve. Do you have any tips on how I can improve it?
Of course, one tip is to make sure you hit the ball with the heel of your palm and follow through with your arm.
I see. I'll try that out. Do you have any tips on footwork?
Yes, keep your feet shoulder-width apart and take a small step toward the ball as you hit it. This will give you more power.
Thanks, Coach. I'll keep that in mind. Here comes the ball. I'll give it a try.
Great job. Your form is looking much better already. Let's keep practicing and see how many serves we can get in a row.
Yeah, let's do it. This is so much fun.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. Remember, sand volleyball is all about having fun and working as a team.
I definitely agree. This is way more exciting than being in a stuffy gym all day.
Exactly. Playing sports outdoors is a fantastic way to stay active and soak up some vitamin D.
I couldn't agree more. Plus, the view of the ocean is pretty amazing.
Laughs, it sure is. Alright, let's do a few more drills and then we can play a game.
Sounds like a plan, Coach. Thanks for the great tips and encouragement.
Anytime, B. Keep up the good work. Hey, have you ever dined at an Australian restaurant before?
No, I haven't. What should I know about their dining etiquette?
Well, for starters, it's considered very impolite to arrive late for your reservation.
Noted. How about tipping?
Tipping isn't mandatory, but it's appreciated if you enjoyed their service. The standard rate is 10%.
Got it. Also, do they have any unique dishes I should try?
Definitely try some kangaroo meat if you get the chance. It's pretty popular in Australia.
Kangaroo meat? That sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's actually quite lean and filled with protein.
I'll give it a try, but what could I order if I don't eat meat?
You could try the schnitzel or the barramundi.
Nice, sounds delicious. Oh, and what about using my hands to eat?
It's customary to use utensils like forks and knives, especially in formal dining settings.
Okay, I'll remember that.
Also, be sure to ask for permission before accessing any communal dishes, like appetizers or side dishes.
Right, it would be rude to just dig in without asking.
Exactly. And if you need something during your meal, raise your hand to get your server's attention.
Got it. Thanks for filling me in on the Australian dining scene.
No problem. Enjoy your meal, and let me know how it goes. Hey there, B. How's it going?
Not too bad, hey. Just trying to figure out how we can improve our database structure to optimize our product listings. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I've been thinking about that too. Have you considered normalizing the data?
Definitely. But we may have some duplicate listings that need to be merged.
I see what you're saying. We could use some fuzzy logic to help with that.
Sounds interesting. What about performance? We don't want customers experiencing any lag time when searching for products.
Good point. We could try partitioning the database to improve query times.
And what about scalability? We need to ensure that our database can handle growth as our company expands.
Absolutely. We can implement sharding to help distribute the load across multiple servers.
Okay, that all sounds great. But how do we ensure that the data is secure?
Yes. We'll need to implement access controls and encrypted connections to keep everything safe.
Fantastic. I'm excited to get started on this project.
Me too, B. It's going to be a lot of work, but I think we can handle it.
Definitely. We're a great team.
Agreed. Now let's get to work. Hey, have you heard about the buy one get one free deal going on at the grocery store this week?
No, I haven't. What's the deal about?
You can get a second product for free if you buy the first one at its regular price.
That sounds like a great deal. What products are included?
There's a variety of products included, from snacks to drinks and even household items.
Wow, I need to take advantage of this deal. Do you want to go to the store with me?
Sure, why not? What do you need to buy?
I was thinking of stocking up on some snacks and maybe some cleaning supplies.
Sounds good to me. I could use some new snacks too.
Do you have any recommendations?
Have you tried those new flavored chips? I hear they're really tasty.
No, I haven't. I'll definitely give them a try.
And you know what's even better? We can each get a free pack with our purchase.
Haha, you're right. This deal just keeps getting better.
I know, right? I love a good bargain.
Me too. Let's go stock up on some groceries and not break the bank.
Good afternoon. It's great to finally meet you in person, B.
Hi, it's nice to meet you too. Thanks for having me today.
So, let's start with the basics. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Sure. I work as a professional skydiver and stuntman for movies and TV shows.
Wow, that sounds exciting. I'm sure our readers would love to know more about your job. Can you tell us about a challenging project you've worked on?
Definitely, the most challenging project was when I had to jump from a helicopter at 10,000 feet above ground level for a thriller movie. It was pretty intense.
That must have been nerve-wracking. What goes through your mind during those moments?
Honestly, I try not to think about anything and just focus on the task. It's all about trusting your training at that point.
That's really fascinating. So, what do you enjoy doing in your free time?
I love playing sports, particularly basketball and soccer. I also like to read and watch movies.
Great hobbies. Speaking of movies, do you have a favorite action movie or stunt sequence?
Yes, my favorite action movie is Mission Impossible, and my favorite stunt sequence is from The Dark Knight where the Joker blows up the hospital.
Both great choices. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today. It was truly a pleasure.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure to share my experiences with you.
Hi there, I see you're checking out my farm. What brings you out this way?
Oh, I'm a market analyst and I was curious about how farmers like you take market demand into account in deciding what crops to grow.
Well, I'm always trying to get a sense of what people want. That's the only way to make sure the effort I put into growing crops results in a profit.
I completely agree. It's important to do some research on consumer preferences and trends in the overall market. Have you tried using social media to gauge interest in your crops?
Social media? You mean like Twitter and Facebook? Laughs, honestly, I'm not too savvy with that stuff.
No worries. There are other things you can do, like attending local farmers markets and talking to customers. That can give you some valuable insights.
That's a good idea. I also like to keep track of what people are buying at grocery stores in the area. It might not be as personal, but it can give me a sense of what's popular.
Yes, that's definitely a good idea. Another thing to consider is growing crops that are unique or hard to find locally. That could give you a competitive advantage.
I see what you mean. It's all about finding that sweet spot where demand meets supply. Laughs?
Yes, exactly. It sounds like you have a good handle on things though. I hope my suggestions were helpful.
Definitely. It's always great to get a fresh perspective. Thanks for stopping by and chatting with me.
No problem at all. Good luck with your farming endeavors.
Good morning, driver. How long have you been a taxi driver in this city?
Good morning, sir. I've been driving a taxi in Beijing for about 10 years now. It's a great city.
That's amazing. What do you like most about driving a taxi here?
I love meeting people from all walks of life and learning about their stories. Plus, I get to explore different parts of the city every day.
That sounds like a lot of fun. How do you deal with difficult customers?
I always try to stay calm and patient. Most of the time, they just need someone to listen to them.
That's very wise. Do you have any favorite spots in Beijing that you like to take tourists?
Yes, I always recommend the Great Wall and the Forbidden City. They're both amazing places to visit.
I've been to the Forbidden City before, but I haven't had a chance to visit the Great Wall yet. Maybe you could take me there one day?
Absolutely. I'll be happy to take you there. It's a breathtaking sight to see.
Great, I'm looking forward to it. So, what do you like to do when you're not driving a taxi?
I enjoy spending time with my family and playing mahjong with my friends. It's a great way to relax and unwind.
Mahjong sounds like fun. I've always wanted to learn how to play.
You should definitely give it a try. It's not as complicated as it looks.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for the advice. Oh, it looks like we're almost at my destination. Thanks for the ride.
You're welcome, sir. It was my pleasure. Have a great day.
Hi there, how are you enjoying your time in Darwin so far?
I'm having a great time. I've already gone on a crocodile tour and visited a few museums. What do you recommend I check out next?
Well, you definitely have to try some local cuisine. Have you tried barramundi yet?
No, I haven't. What's that?
It's a type of fish that's native to Australia. It's really popular in Darwin because there's so much fresh seafood here.
That sounds delicious. Where's the best place to try it?
I would recommend going to a local market, like the Mindle Beach Sunset Market. They have all kinds of food stalls where you can try different dishes.
That sounds like a great idea. What else should I do while I'm here?
You might want to check out the Museum and Art Gallery of the Northern Territory. They have a great collection of Aboriginal art and artifacts.
That sounds really interesting. I'll definitely add that to my list.
And if you're feeling adventurous, you could go on a camping trip in Kakadu National Park. It's only about 3 hours away from Darwin.
Wow, that sounds amazing. I might have to extend my trip so I can fit all of this in.
Haha, it's easy to get carried away in Darwin. There's so much to do and see.
I'm starting to see that. Thanks for all your recommendations. I really appreciate it.
No problem, happy to help. Have fun exploring. Okay team, today we're going to discuss our online marketing strategy for next quarter. Any ideas? I like that idea, B2. What social media platforms should we focus on? Excellent suggestions, team. But we also need to think about SEO. Any thoughts on that? Great ideas, B5 and B6. But let's not forget about email marketing. Any ideas on how we can make our campaigns more effective? I couldn't agree more, B7 and B8. Thanks for the input, team. Let's start working on implementing these strategies right away. Hi. I heard that you love reading as much as I do. Who is your favorite author?
Hi, nice to meet you. I love Jane Austen. Her novels are timeless and full of wit. How about you?
I really enjoy reading Stephen King. His books are so suspenseful and always keep me on the edge of my seat.
Oh, I haven't read much of his work. Which book would you recommend?
I highly recommend The Shining. The characters are so well developed and the plot is incredibly eerie.
Maybe I'll give it a try. Have you ever read anything by J.K. Rowling?
Of course. I love the Harry Potter series. It's an amazing blend of fantasy and adventure. Have you read it?
Yes, I have. I enjoyed it too. I especially love Harry's courage and determination.
Definitely. It's a story that encourages readers to be brave and believe in themselves.
Speaking of encouragement, have you read The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho? It's a fantastic book that inspires readers to follow their dreams.
I haven't yet, but now I'm intrigued. What makes it so special?
It's a beautifully written tale about a young shepherd who embarks on a journey to find his purpose. It's a must-read for anyone who wants to discover their own personal legend.
Wow, that sounds like a truly inspiring read. I'll definitely have to check it out. Have you read anything else by Coelho?
Yes, I've also read Veronica Decides to Die. It's another thought-provoking story that makes you question the meaning of life.
Interesting. I'll definitely add that to my reading list as well. Thanks for the recommendation.
You're welcome. What other books are on your reading list for this year?
I'm planning on reading Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky and The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. How about you?
I'm planning on reading The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger and The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. I'm really excited to get started.
Those are some great choices. We'll have to compare notes once we finish them.
Absolutely. It's always fun to discuss books and share our thoughts on them.
Good afternoon. My name is Officer A. Could you please state your name?
Hi, Officer A. My name is B. I'm here because I got arrested for stealing a candy bar.
B. Stealing is a crime. What made you steal the candy bar?
I don't know. I was just really craving sugar, and it was the closest thing in sight.
I see. Well, we've all had those cravings. But it's important to remember that stealing is not the answer. How old are you, B?
I'm 20 years old.
It's important to learn from this mistake and understand that the consequences of stealing are serious. If you need assistance, we can help you find resources to overcome your cravings in a safe and legal way.
Thank you, Officer A. I appreciate your advice.
No problem. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about, B?
Well, can you recommend some good books to read? I have a lot of free time now.
Of course. What type of books do you enjoy?
I mostly enjoy thrillers and mysteries.
I highly recommend the Harry Bosch series by Michael Connelly. They're page-turners and will keep you entertained for hours.
Thank you so much, Officer A. I appreciate your help.
You're welcome, B. Remember, stealing is never the answer. Have a good day.
Thank you, Officer A. You too.
Good morning, B. How are you doing today?
Good morning, A. I'm doing great, just finishing up the dough for some croissants. How about you?
That sounds delicious. I'm doing well too. I'm just getting started on some sourdough bread.
Oh, I love sourdough bread. It takes some time to make, but the end result is always worth it.
Definitely. It's all about patience and letting the dough develop its flavor. That's what makes it so good.
That's right. And speaking of flavors, have you tried making any new pastry creations lately?
Actually, yes. I made some chocolate croissants last week and they were a hit with the customers.
Ooh, I bet they were. Chocolate and croissants are always a winning combination.
Yes, they really are. And I heard you made some cinnamon rolls last weekend that were amazing.
Thank you. It's all about the cinnamon filling and making sure the dough rises properly.
Well, we're lucky to work in a place where we can be creative with our baking and try new things.
I agree. And it's always satisfying to see the joy on customers' faces when they try our creations.
Speaking of which, we better finish up these breads and pastries. We have hungry customers waiting for us.
You're right. Let's get to work and make some delicious treats for them to enjoy.
Hi, I'm A front-end engineer. Nice to meet you, B.
Hey A, I'm B, a mobile app developer. It's great to meet you too.
So, how do you think we should design the music player?
I think we should make it easy to navigate and user-friendly.
Yeah, definitely. What about adding a shuffle feature?
Sure, that's a good idea. How about we also include a repeat button?
Yeah, that's a great suggestion. What about a music equalizer?
I think that might be too much. Let's keep it simple for now.
Got it. How about making the play and pause button big and noticeable?
Yes, that's important. We don't want users to struggle to pause the music.
What if we add an option for users to create custom playlists?
I like it. It gives users a personalized experience. We should also allow them to share their playlists.
Great idea. And what about organizing the player with genres, artists, and albums?
Absolutely. That way, users can easily find their favorite tunes.
Have you thought about incorporating a lyrics feature?
I'm not convinced. But we could add it as an optional feature for those who want it.
Good point. How about integrating music discovery into the player?
Yes. That's a brilliant idea. Users can find new music and artists based on their preferences.
Exactly. And we can also incorporate a search function for users to find specific songs.
Totally. The more options we give to users, the better their experience will be.
Agreed. I think we have an excellent plan for the music player.
Absolutely. Let's get started.
Hey, have you heard about the new software update coming out next week?
No, I haven't. What's new about it?
They're introducing some new features that would make our work a lot easier. There's even a voice command option.
Really? I'm not sure if I'm ready to talk to my computer like a person just yet.
Come on, it's not that weird. Plus, think about all the time you'll save not having to type everything out.
Okay, fine. But what about the security updates? Has that been improved?
Absolutely. They've added a new encryption feature that makes our data even more secure than before.
Okay, I'm sold. But do you think our boss will approve the upgrade? You know how he's usually against spending money on new technology.
Well, the company's been wanting to stay ahead of the game, and this software will definitely help us do that. We can also emphasize how much more efficient we'll be with the new features.
Good point. But we'll have to get everyone in our department trained on the new update. I can already imagine some of the complaints we'll receive.
Yeah, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. For now, let's focus on making the upgrade proposal to our boss.
Agreed. I'll make sure to gather all the important details and present them in a convincing manner.
Great. And who knows, maybe the voice command option will become your new favorite tech feature.
Haha, don't hold your breath on that one. But I'm all for making our work easier and more efficient. Bring on the upgrade.
Hey, have you heard of ISO 27001 data breach?
Yes, I have. It's all about data security, right?
Exactly. Do you know how important it is to implement this standard?
Of course, it's vital for companies to protect their sensitive information.
And not just companies, but also individuals who store their personal data online.
True. It's scary to think about how easy it is for hackers to access our information.
Definitely. That's why ISO 27001 is so important. It helps identify potential risks and provides a framework for managing them.
That's great to hear. I'm always concerned about my data's privacy.
Me too. And with how fast technology is advancing, it's crucial that we take precautions to protect ourselves.
Absolutely. So, what steps can we take to implement this standard?
Well, first we need to assess our current security measures and identify any potential weaknesses.
Sounds like a risk assessment. Then what?
After that, we need to develop a plan for improving our security policies and procedures.
And get everyone on board with those changes.
Exactly. It's not just about implementing the changes, but also about making sure everyone follows them.
And keeping up with regular security audits to ensure everything stays up to date.
Yes, it's an ongoing process. But with ISO 27001, we have a solid framework to follow.
That's good to hear. Thanks for sharing all that information with me.
No problem. It's always good to talk about data security and how to keep our information safe. Hey B, how's everything going in the cloud security department?
Good, hey. We are constantly testing, analyzing, and enhancing the security of our cloud services.
That's great to hear. What are some of the latest security threats that we need to be aware of?
Well, there are several, but the main ones are phishing attacks, DDoS attacks, and account hijacking attempts.
That's a lot to deal with. Do you have any tips for our customers to secure their data?
Definitely. They should use strong passwords, enable two-factor authentication, and regularly update their software.
Got it. And what about our own security protocols?
We need to make sure we have secure servers, use encryption technology, and have a rapid response plan in case of a security breach.
Agreed. What about the overall stability of our cloud services? How can we maintain that?
We need to make sure we have a reliable infrastructure, implement performance monitoring tools, and conduct regular testing to identify and fix any issues.
Makes sense. And what's your take on the future of cloud security?
It's a constantly changing landscape, but we need to keep up to date with the latest technologies and solutions and be proactive in identifying and preventing security threats.
Absolutely. Thanks for the great tips, B. I'll make sure to keep them in mind for any future cloud security discussions.
No problem, hey. Always happy to help ensure the safety and stability of our cloud services.
Good morning, I'm the cybersecurity expert assigned to this project. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm the network engineer who will be working with you. Great to meet you too.
Our main goal is to create a secure network infrastructure to protect sensitive information. What's your plan for the network design?
Well, my initial idea was to use a series of firewalls and virtual private networks to enforce access control and provide secure communications.
That seems like a good start. But have you considered intrusion detection and prevention systems, as well as advanced data encryption?
Of course. I plan to implement those as well. but we'll also need to limit the physical access to the data center and server rooms.
Absolutely, a multi-layered approach is essential. How do you plan to manage and monitor all of this equipment?
I was thinking of using a security information and event management system which can centralize all of the data and alerts in real time.
That's a great idea. Have you considered conducting regular security audits, vulnerability scans, and penetration testing?
Yes, I was planning on scheduling those periodically to ensure that we stay one step ahead of potential threats.
Excellent. And what about employee training and awareness programs?
I was thinking of implementing some training and certification programs for all employees who have access to sensitive information, including phishing simulations and social engineering awareness training.
Good thinking. And finally, have you considered how we will respond to security incidents?
Yes, I have an incident response plan in place, which includes a designated incident response team, communication protocols, and system backup and restoration procedures.
Wonderful, it sounds like we're on the same page. Let's work together to create a secure and resilient network infrastructure for our government agency. Hey there, B. So, it seems like our team needs to step up their game. Are there any interesting ideas that you have in mind?
Well, we can start by looking at the data we have. We can analyze the performance of each player during games and identify their strengths and weaknesses.
Great idea. With that information, we can create training programs tailored to their individual needs. We can also use the data to determine the best lineup and game strategies.
Absolutely. We can also gather data on our opponents and analyze their patterns and tendencies. This can help us predict their next moves and adjust our own tactics accordingly.
That makes sense. In addition to that, we can also conduct surveys and gather feedback from the fans. This can give us valuable insight into what they want to see from the team.
Good point. And we can use social media to engage with the fans and keep them updated on the team's progress. This can increase their support and loyalty.
Yes, and we can use data analytics to track ticket sales and identify trends. With that information, we can adjust ticket pricing and create promotions to attract more fans to our games.
Exactly. And finally, we can use data analytics to monitor the overall performance of the team and adjust our strategies accordingly. This can help us stay competitive and improve our chances of winning.
Well, it seems like we have a lot of work to do. But with our combined skills in data science and analysis, I think we can help take our team to the next level.
Absolutely. Let's get started on this and see where it takes us.
Hi there. I'm the hotel manager. How may I assist you?
Hi, I'm looking for a place to stay for a few days. Do you have any beachfront rooms available?
Yes, we do have beachfront rooms available. How many nights will you be staying with us?
3 nights, please. Do you offer any tour packages for the surrounding area?
Yes, we offer several tour packages, depending on your interests. Would you like to explore the local attractions or take part in some water activities?
Both sound fun. Can you recommend any popular attractions in the area?
Sure, one of the popular attractions is the lighthouse, which offers a stunning view of the coastline. Another option is the nearby national park, which offers opportunities for hiking and wildlife viewing.
That sounds amazing. What about water activities?
We offer windsurfing, paddleboarding, and snorkeling. The coral reefs here are breathtaking.
I'm definitely interested in checking out the coral reefs. Can you book me a snorkeling excursion for tomorrow morning?
Absolutely. We can book the excursion for you and have the guides meet you here at the hotel.
Great, thank you so much for your help. I'm excited to explore everything this area has to offer.
It's our pleasure to help make your stay a memorable one. If you need any further assistance, don't hesitate to let us know. Good evening. Is everything set for tonight's dinner rush?
Yes, chef. We have all the ingredients and the tables are set.
Fantastic. Let's make sure everything runs smoothly tonight.
Absolutely, chef. I'll keep an eye on the guests for any special requests.
Great. What's on the menu tonight?
We have grilled steak, pan-seared salmon, and roasted vegetable medley for the vegetarian option.
Sounds delicious. Don't forget to check for any allergies or dietary restrictions.
Noted, chef. And for dessert, we have chocolate lava cake and vanilla bean panna cotta.
Yum. I might have to sneak a bite of the panna cotta later.
I'll make sure to save you one, chef.
Laughs, thanks. Let's get to work and make sure all our guests leave satisfied.
Yes, chef. I'm ready to handle any and all challenges that come our way tonight.
That's the spirit, B. Let's show them what we're made of. Hi B, how are you doing today?
Hi A, I'm doing well, thanks. How about you?
I'm good too, thanks. So, I was thinking about how we can better protect our users' personal information and privacy.
That's great to hear. What ideas do you have in mind?
Well, I was thinking about implementing stronger security measures to keep unauthorized access at bay.
That's definitely a good start. But making sure our users are aware of potential threats and how to protect themselves is also important.
Absolutely. We could create educational content for users to learn more about internet safety.
That's a great idea. We could also use encryption techniques to secure sensitive data and implement two-factor authentication for accounts.
Yes, and we could also conduct regular security audits to identify and address potential vulnerabilities.
That's definitely a proactive approach. It's important to prioritize the safety and privacy of our users.
Agreed. It's great to have your expertise in this area, B. Do you have any other suggestions?
Well, it might be helpful to have a dedicated team to monitor potential security breaches and respond quickly to any incidents.
That's a good point. And we could also incorporate user feedback and suggestions on how to improve our security measures.
Exactly. By working together and constantly adapting to new threats, we can ensure that our users' information and privacy remains protected.
Hey there. Are you looking forward to taking a picture with the iconic Statue of Liberty?
Yes, definitely. We're so excited to be here in New York City and see this beautiful landmark.
That's great to hear. Did you know that Lady Liberty was a gift from the people of France to the United States in 1886?
Wow, really? We had no idea. It's amazing to see how much history is behind this statue.
Absolutely. And did you know she stands at a towering 305 feet tall from the base to the tip of her torch?
No way, that's crazy. This statue truly is a marvel of engineering.
It sure is. Now let's get you situated for the perfect photo. How about standing in front of her with the sun setting behind you?
Sounds perfect. Thank you so much for all your help and insights. You made this experience truly unforgettable.
It's my pleasure. Don't forget to snap a few extra photos just in case, and enjoy the rest of your stay in the Big Apple. Hi there, do you know what payment methods this supermarket accepts?
Hello. Yes, they accept credit cards, cash, and mobile payments.
Oh, that's great. Do they have a minimum spending requirement for card payments?
No, they don't. But for mobile payments, you need to spend at least $100 in order to use it.
Okay, got it. Do you know if they accept foreign credit cards?
Yeah, they do. But I suggest bringing cash just in case.
Okay, good to know. By the way, how do you usually pay for your groceries?
I usually use my credit card because I want the points.
Ah, that makes sense. I usually use cash, but maybe I should look into getting a credit card.
Yeah, definitely. It's really convenient.
All right, I'll look into it. Thanks for the tip.
No problem. Is there anything else you want to know about the supermarket?
Well, do they offer any discounts for bulk purchases?
I'm not sure. Let me ask one of the employees.
Okay, thank you.
So I just checked and yes, they actually do offer discounts for bulk purchases. But you need to spend at least $500 to be eligible.
Wow, that's a lot. But it's good to know. Thanks for checking.
Of course. Any other questions?
No, that's all for now. Thanks for your help.
No problem. Have a good day.
Good morning, Professor B. How are you today?
Good morning, A. I'm doing well, thank you. How about you?
Pretty good, thanks. So, what brings you to the administrative office today?
I have some concerns about a few of my students and I wanted to discuss some possible solutions with you.
Of course, I'm here to help. What seems to be the issue?
Well, I have a few students who are struggling with time management and staying organized.
Ah, I see. That's a common issue among college students. What do you think could help them?
I was thinking about setting up a workshop or seminar on effective study habits and time management skills.
That's a great idea. We could work with our student services department to plan something like that.
Also, I noticed some students who seem to be struggling with stress and mental health. Do we have any resources available for them?
Absolutely, we have counseling services and mental health resources for our students. I can send you some information on that.
That would be great. Thank you for your help, A.
No problem at all, Professor. We're here to support our students and faculty.
It's good to know that we have a helpful and responsive administrative team.
We try our best. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
No, that's all for now. Thank you again, A.
You're welcome, Professor B. Have a great day. Hi there, I'm an avid photographer and I'm so excited to be here in the Victoria Mountains for some nature photography.
Great to have you here. I'm a naturalist and I'm responsible for the conservation of the wildlife and natural beauty of this area.
That's amazing. It's great to work with someone who shares the same love for nature.
Absolutely. We can learn a lot from each other. Have you seen any interesting animals today?
Yes. I just took a photo of a beautiful deer. It was so calm and unaware of the camera.
You were lucky to have captured such a serene moment. We must remember to respect their peaceful habitat.
Absolutely. And I also noticed some interesting flowers along the trail. What kind of flowers do you think they are?
There are different varieties of wildflowers in this mountain range. Some are rare and endangered species. We need to ensure that they aren't damaged as we walk through.
Understood. As a photographer, I want to capture their beauty without causing any harm.
That's great to hear. Our goal is to protect these natural resources by careful and responsible management.
I agree. I think the combination of photography and conservation can inspire others to value, respect, and create awareness for our natural environment.
Exactly. Together, we can showcase the beauty and importance of our natural resources and inspire others to join in the conservation efforts.
Thanks for your insight. Nature is truly a work of art, and I'm grateful to have the opportunity to capture it in photos.
Likewise. It's a privilege to work in this field and enjoy the beauty of nature every day. Keep up the good work.
Hi there. I'm a food critic and I must say, I'm very excited to try out your food stall. What do you recommend?
Hi. Welcome to my humble food stall. I highly recommend our specialties, the fried rice noodles with beef and egg. It's one of our best sellers.
Sounds delicious. I'll have one of those, please.
Great choice. I'll prepare that for you right away. While you're waiting, I recommend trying our deep-fried spring rolls. They're the perfect appetizer.
Sure thing. I'll try some of those as well. So, how long have you been running this food stall?
Oh, we've been here for over 10 years now. It's a family-run business and our recipes have been passed down for generations.
That's amazing. You must have some secret family recipes that make your food stand out.
Indeed we do. Our secret weapon is our homemade chili sauce. It adds that extra kick to all of our dishes.
Wow, I can't wait to try it. Here's the fried rice noodles, it smells amazing.
I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think.
This is delicious. The beef is so tender and the egg adds a nice touch. And the homemade chili sauce is the perfect addition.
I'm glad you like it. Here are the spring rolls. Be careful, they're hot.
These are crispy and flavorful. I can definitely see why they're so popular.
Well, I'm always happy to see a satisfied customer. Is there anything else you'd like to try?
How about your bubble tea? Do you make that in-house as well?
Yes, we do. Our bubble tea is also very popular. Would you like to try our classic milk tea or a fruity tea?
I'll try the classic milk tea. Thank you for your recommendation.
No problem. Here's your bubble tea. I hope you enjoy it.
It's sweet and creamy, just the way I like it. Thank you for a wonderful meal and experience.
Thank you for stopping by and trying out our food. We always appreciate feedback from food critics like yourself.
Good morning. Welcome to our office. How can I assist you today?
Hi, I'm looking for some investment opportunities in the real estate market.
Great to hear that. We have a lot of exciting projects going on right now. What kind of investment are you interested in?
Well, I want to start with something relatively small, maybe an apartment or a townhouse.
Sure, we have a few options that might interest you. What's your budget like?
I have around $500,000 to invest.
That's a good amount. We have a new development in the city that might fit your budget. It's a modern apartment complex with great facilities like a gym and a swimming pool.
Sounds interesting. Do you have any other options?
We also have a townhouse development in a leafy suburb that might appeal to you. It's a bit bigger than the apartment, but still well within your budget.
That also sounds like something I'd be interested in. Can I have some more information on both of these projects?
Of course, I'll send you some brochures and details for both of them.
Thanks, that would be great. By the way, how's the real estate market in general right now?
It's actually quite strong at the moment, especially in Melbourne. Demand is high, and prices are rising. It's definitely a good time to invest.
That's great to hear. I'm feeling more confident about my investment already.
That's what we aim for. Anyway, let me know if you have any more questions, or if you'd like to arrange a visit to either of these developments.
I will, thanks for your help.
No problem, have a great day. Hi there. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well, thanks. What can I help you with?
I'm a database administrator at this insurance company, and I came across some interesting claim data that I thought might be useful to your team.
Oh, that sounds intriguing. What kind of data is it?
Well, we've got a whole bunch of claims filed over the last few years, and there are some pretty clear patterns emerging. I was thinking we could use this information to help refine our underwriting process and improve overall profitability.
That does sound like it could be valuable. Mind if I take a look at the data?
Not at all. Here, let me pull it up for you.
Great, thanks. Wow, these numbers are pretty impressive. It looks like we've been paying out a lot on auto insurance claims in particular.
Yes, that's definitely been one of the big drivers of our claims costs. But I think there might be some other factors at play here as well.
Like what?
Well, for one thing, it seems like we're getting a lot of claims from young drivers. And there are also certain types of cars that seem to be more accident-prone than others.
I see. So if we use this data to adjust our premiums for certain demographics or vehicle models, we could potentially reduce our claims costs and boost our profits.
Exactly. And there are probably other ways we could use this information as well, like targeting certain marketing messages to different customer segments based on their risk profiles.
That's a great idea. I'll definitely be exploring some of these possibilities with my team.
Glad to be of service. And hey, speaking of risk profiles, did you catch the game last night? Our office pool was all over the place with that one.
Laughs, yeah, I did. I won't lie, I was definitely sweating there for a minute.
Laughs, hey, that's the nature of the game, right? At least we have our insurance to fall back on.
Laughs, you can say that again. Thanks again for the data, eh? Let's definitely keep in touch as we start to analyze this more.
Absolutely. Take care. Good morning, Dr. B. Are you ready for the surgery today?
Good morning, Nurse A. Yes, I am all set. How about you?
I am feeling fine. I had a good night's sleep yesterday.
That's great to hear. We need you to be on top of your game today.
Don't worry, Dr. B. I know my responsibilities.
Perfect. Let's start with the patient's details.
The patient's name is John. He's 42 years old and he's been experiencing back pains for months.
All right, we need to make sure he's comfortable and ready for the surgery. Let's get him prepped.
Absolutely, Dr. B. Oh, did you hear about the new coffee shop that opened in the hospital's lobby?
No, tell me about it.
They have a new flavor called Operation Caffeine. I think we should give it a try after the surgery.
Haha, that sounds funny. Sure, if we have the time. Let's focus on the task at hand for now.
Absolutely, Dr. B. Let's do this. Hi there. I noticed that you're a fisherman. Have you seen how the ocean's biodiversity has been declining lately?
Yes, I have. It's quite concerning. Pollution and overfishing have really taken a toll on the sea life.
Exactly. That's why I'm here to talk to you about sustainable fishing practices. It's important to ensure that we don't exploit marine life to the point of extinction.
I understand. But how can we still make a living if we're not allowed to fish as much?
Well, we can start by using more selective fishing methods and avoiding catching juveniles. This allows populations to replenish and thrive.
That sounds reasonable. What about the waste and other pollutants we've been dumping into the ocean?
We can reduce waste by using eco-friendly fishing gear and properly disposing of our trash. We can also encourage others to do the same.
That's a great idea. What can I do to help?
You can start by supporting sustainable fishing practices and spreading awareness on protecting the ocean's biodiversity. Together, we can make a difference.
I'm in. Let's work on this together. Thanks for showing me the importance of protecting our ocean's wildlife.
No problem, it's my pleasure. Let's work towards a brighter future for our oceans and the generations to come. Hi, I am A data scientist. Nice to meet you, B.
Hi, A. I am B, an AI engineer. It's great to meet you too.
So, I have been thinking about how we can use AI to recruit and manage employees. What do you think?
That's an interesting topic. I believe AI can help us in many ways.
Exactly. For example, we can use AI to screen resumes and select the most qualified candidates.
Yes, and we can also use AI to conduct initial interviews and assessments to save time and effort.
And what about using AI to monitor employee performance and provide feedback?
That's a great idea too. We can use AI to analyze data and provide valuable insights to help employees improve.
But what about the potential ethical issues and biases that may arise with using AI?
I see your point. We need to ensure that the algorithms we use are fair and unbiased.
Yes, and we also need to ensure that employees trust the AI systems we use.
Definitely. We need to be transparent about how we use AI and why we use it.
It seems like we have a lot to consider. How would you suggest we get started?
I suggest we develop a clear plan and identify specific areas where we can apply AI.
That sounds like a good idea. We should also involve stakeholders and get their input.
Yes, and we should also conduct a pilot test to see how effective our AI systems are.
That makes sense. It will be interesting to see how AI can improve the employee recruitment and management process.
I agree. I think we have a lot of potential to make a positive impact with AI.
Good afternoon. How can I assist you today?
Hi there. I'm a volunteer and I'm here to help with the animals.
Great to hear that. We could really use an extra pair of hands here.
What kind of animals do you have here?
We have dogs, cats, rabbits, and even a few hamsters.
Oh, how adorable. What kind of help do you need from me today?
We need help with feeding, walking, and cleaning the cages.
Sure thing, I'd be happy to lend a hand. Have you had any interesting cases lately?
Well, we had a cat come in with a broken leg last week. It was quite a challenge fixing it.
That must have been tricky. You veterinarians are truly miracle workers.
Ha ha, we do our best. It's always rewarding to see them recover and find their forever homes.
I can imagine. I'm really enjoying volunteering here. Who knows, maybe one day I'll adopt one of these cuties.
That's wonderful to hear. The animals here are always in need of loving homes.
Absolutely. I better get to work now. Thanks for having me here, Doctor.
No problem at all, thank you for volunteering your time. Hey there, B. How's it going?
I'm doing well, hey. How about you?
Can't complain, I suppose. Just trying to ensure our cloud services stay secure and stable.
Yeah, that's definitely been a top priority lately.
We can't just sit back and let hackers and other threats have their way with our cloud servers.
Absolutely. But what steps are we taking to stay safe?
Well, we need to regularly update our security software and be proactive in identifying potential risks.
Good point. We also need to make sure our firewalls are up to date and strong.
Right. And we shouldn't overlook the importance of training our employees on proper cybersecurity protocols.
Agreed. It only takes one person to let their guard down for a serious breach to occur.
And we've also been discussing implementing multi-factor authentication to add another layer to our security measures.
That's a smart move. What about ensuring stability in our cloud services?
We need to monitor our servers regularly and be prepared for any potential downtime.
And we should also have backup systems in place in case of any unforeseen issues.
Definitely. And we can't forget to regularly review our system logs to identify any potential warning signs of issues before they become major problems.
All sound ideas. But I have to ask, have you been doing any cloud security themed crossword puzzles in your spare time again?
Hey, they're a great way to keep my brain sharp for the job.
I'm more of a Sudoku guy myself.
To each their own, I suppose. But let's get back to ensuring the safety and stability of our cloud services, shall we?
Sounds like a plan, hey. Let's get to work.
Hi, sweetheart. What are you working on there?
Hi, Mom. I'm making a dress for myself. I found this cool fabric at the craft store yesterday.
Oh, let me see. That's lovely. I love the pattern.
Thanks. It's a bit tricky to sew though. I keep losing track of the right side and the wrong side.
Yeah, that can be confusing sometimes. Here, let me help you with that.
Thanks, Mom. Do you sew a lot?
I used to, when I was your age. I made my own prom dress back in the day.
Wow, that's amazing. You should start again.
Maybe I will. I do miss making things with my own hands.
It's very rewarding. I love seeing something I made come together.
Me too. You have a real talent for it, sweetie.
Thanks, Mom. Hey, what are you working on?
Oh, just a patch for one of your dad's old shirts. He's been bugging me to fix it for weeks now.
Laughs. Poor dad. He really loves that shirt, doesn't he?
He does. It's his lucky shirt. He wears it every time his favorite team plays.
Well, let's get stitching.
Hi there, I was wondering if you have any rooms available for tonight? Just a standard room, nothing too fancy. Yes, please, can you tell me the price? Okay, that sounds good. Can I book it for tonight? Yes, it's John Smith, and my phone number is 555-1234. Actually, I have a friend coming with me. Is it okay if we have 2 beds in the room instead of 1? Yes, please, that would be great. No, that's all. Thank you for your help. Good morning, everyone. Let's start today's class by discussing different places to eat.
Oh, I love talking about food. Have you eaten at the new burger joint in town?
No, I haven't. Is it any good?
It's amazing. The burgers are juicy and flavorful, and the fries are crispy and delicious.
That sounds tempting. But as a teacher, I need to remind you to balance your diet.
I know. But sometimes, you just can't resist the temptation.
Well, moderation is key. Speaking of which, have you tried the new gym that just opened nearby?
Not yet, but I heard it has state-of-the-art equipment.
Yes, and they offer a variety of classes as well, from yoga to kickboxing.
Wow, that sounds like something I could get into. I need to start getting in shape for beach season, anyway.
Beach season, huh? You know what they say, summer bodies are made in the winter.
Ah, that's true. But in the meantime, I'll enjoy a good burger every now and then.
As long as you don't forget to hit the gym afterwards.
Don't worry, I won't. Speaking of hitting, did you watch last night's baseball game?
Yes, I did. It was an intense match.
I was rooting for the home team, but they lost in the last inning.
Yes, that was disappointing. But it's not over yet. There's always the next game.
That's true. And speaking of next, what's on the agenda for our next class?
We'll be discussing different business strategies and techniques.
Oh, that sounds interesting. I'm sure I'll learn a lot from that.
I'm sure you will. All right, everyone, let's get to work. Thank you for the lively conversation, B. Have you tasted Chef A's latest creation?
Not yet, but I heard it's amazing. What did he make this time?
He made a fusion dish that combines Japanese and Italian flavors. Who knew soy sauce and balsamic vinegar could taste so good together?
Sounds interesting. Did he teach you how to make it?
He did, but I think I still need some practice before I can get it right.
Don't worry, we'll be eating well during your practice sessions.
Speaking of eating, have you noticed how clean and organized the kitchen is under Chef A's leadership?
Definitely, he's really meticulous when it comes to maintaining cleanliness and order in the kitchen. He even has a chart to keep track of which ingredients need restocking.
That's impressive. And he's so patient with us, even when we mess up.
Yes, he really sets the tone for a positive and respectful work environment. I feel lucky to be learning from him.
Agreed. And he also makes sure we take breaks and rest when we need to. That's so important in a high-pressure kitchen.
Absolutely. Overall, I think we have a great team under Chef A's leadership. The atmosphere in the kitchen is always lively and fun.
It definitely makes the work more enjoyable when you're having fun with your colleagues. And of course, when the food tastes amazing.
That's the most important part. I think we should thank Chef A for helping us become better chefs.
Absolutely. Let's make him something special for dinner tonight as a token of our appreciation. Hi, B. It's nice to see you again. So, let's talk about how we can implement end-to-end logistics monitoring through IoT.
Yes, definitely. We can use sensors on every step of the logistics process, from loading goods onto a truck to delivering to the customer.
That sounds like a good plan. But how can we ensure that the sensors will be properly synchronized with the software?
We can use a centralized IoT platform to manage all the data and send notifications in real time. Moreover, we can integrate machine learning algorithms to detect any abnormalities in the logistics process.
Interesting. But won't that require a lot of data analysis and processing?
Yes, it will be a bit challenging. But with the cloud computing and big data technologies, it's entirely possible.
Okay, sounds complex. What about the cost involved in implementing this system?
Well, it might be a bit expensive at first, but it's worth the investment as it will minimize transportation risks and boost the overall efficiency.
That's a valid point. But wouldn't it be difficult to implement this system in every region due to connectivity issues and lack of technological infrastructure?
Yes, it might be a problem for some regions. However, we can use mobile networks or satellite communication as an alternative to ensure connectivity.
Yeah, that makes sense. Finally, what kind of benefits do you think the customers will gain from this system?
Customers will have a better understanding of their shipment status and delivery time. It will provide them with more transparency, and they can plan their inventory accordingly.
Sounds great. That will surely improve our customer satisfaction. So, let's discuss how we can start implementing this system.
Absolutely, I'll prepare a detailed plan including cost and schedule, and we can discuss it further in the next meeting.
Perfect, looking forward to it. Thanks for the insightful discussion, B. Hey B, how's it going with learning the local cuisine?
It's going great, eh? I've been experimenting with the different local spices and techniques.
That's awesome. Have you tried making any of the famous Hakata ramen soups?
Yes, I have. I tried adding garlic and chili into the broth, and it turned out fantastic.
Nice. What about the grilled fish dishes?
I'm still practicing with getting the perfect amount of char, but the flavors are really coming through.
Speaking of fish, have you ever tried Fukuoka's famous manteiko?
No, I haven't. What is it?
It's a spicy cod roe that's typically served on top of rice or in sandwiches. It's really popular here.
Sounds interesting. I'll make sure to try it out.
Hey, do you want to take a break and try some local craft beer?
Sure. Do you have any recommendations?
There's a great brewery just down the street. I like their yuzu-infused beer.
Yuzu? That's a type of citrus fruit, right?
That's correct. It adds a nice refreshing twist to the beer.
Sounds perfect for a hot day like today.
Definitely. Let's head over now. Good morning, B. How are you doing today?
Hey. I'm doing well, thanks. How about you?
I'm doing great. I'm just preparing some fresh bread for the morning rush.
That's fantastic. Our customers love fresh bread. Do you have anything special on the menu today?
Yes, we're trying out a new recipe for our blueberry muffins. They're so delicious.
Oh, I've got to try one. You always make the best muffins.
Thank you, B. It's all about the secret ingredient.
Are you going to share the secret with me?
Sorry, my lips are sealed. But I'll give you a hint, it's something sweet.
Well, I'll have to figure it out myself then. Speaking of sweet, how about those cinnamon rolls?
Oh, they're one of our customer favorites. They always sell out quickly.
They're just so irresistible. I have to remind myself not to eat them all.
I know how you feel. We have to make sure we save some for our customers.
Definitely. So, have you tried the new coffee blend we got in?
No, not yet. Is it any good?
It's amazing. It's a medium roast with a hint of caramel. You should definitely try it.
I definitely will. I love trying new coffee blends.
Me too. It's always exciting to find new flavors for our customers to enjoy.
Absolutely. It's what makes our job so fun and rewarding.
Speaking of which, we should probably get back to work. Customers will be coming in soon.
Right. Thanks for the chat, B.
Anytime. Hey, keep up the great work with those delicious pastries.
Hi there, can I help you with anything?
Yes, I'm a market researcher and I'm interested in your product display strategies.
Sure thing. Our goal is to make it easy for customers to find what they're looking for. We typically organize products by category and place the most popular ones at eye level.
That makes sense. I've also noticed that you have impulse items like candy near the checkout. Is that intentional?
Absolutely. We try to grab customers' attention with those items while they're waiting in line.
Interesting. What about seasonal items? How do you decide where to place them in the store?
Well, we typically have a designated area for seasonal items, and we try to locate it near the entrance to the store to grab customers' attention.
Do you use any special sales tactics, like having a sales section?
Yes, we have a designated area for clearance merchandise. We put it in the back of the store to encourage customers to browse other products before they get there.
That's smart. I can see how that would increase sales. Do you change the displays regularly?
Yes, we try to change things up every few weeks to keep the displays fresh and interesting. It's also a good way to showcase new products.
I've noticed that you have a lot of signage throughout the store. Is it effective?
It is. Our signage is designed to help customers find what they need quickly and easily.
It sounds like you have a well-thought-out strategy in place. Thanks for your time.
No problem, always happy to help. Have a great day. Hey son, do you want to practice drumming with me?
Sure, Dad, that sounds like fun. I haven't played drums in a while.
Great. I'll set up the drum set in the spare room.
Awesome, thanks, Dad. What song do you want to start with?
How about We Will Rock You by Queen?
Sounds good to me. You take the lead on the beat and I'll follow along.
Starts playing the beat.
Joins in and starts playing fills.
Wow, you're really talented at drumming. Have you ever considered joining a band?
Thanks, Dad. And actually, I have been jamming with some friends from school.
That's great to hear. You know, I used to play in a band myself when I was your age.
Really? That's so cool. What kind of music did you play?
Mostly classic rock, like Led Zeppelin and The Who. But we also played some blues and jazz tunes.
That's awesome. I'd love to hear some of your old records someday.
Sure, I'll dig them up from the basement for you.
Hey Dad, do you know any songs by Nirvana?
Yeah, I used to listen to them a lot. How about we try Smells Like Teen Spirit?
Yes, that's my favorite song by them.
Alright, let's give it a shot. Starts playing the intro riff.
Joins in with the drum fills.
Sings the lyrics badly.
Laughs, Dad, you should stick to drumming.
I know. But at least we're having fun, right?
Definitely. Thanks for playing with me, Dad.
Anytime, son. Drumming is always more fun when you have someone to share it with. Hey B, how's it going? Are you ready for today's photo shoot?
Hi A. Yes, I'm excited to shoot some fashion photos on the beach. What do you have planned?
Well, I was thinking of playing with some natural lighting and colorful backdrops. Do you have any outfits in mind?
I brought a few beachy dresses and some swimsuits. What do you think would look best?
With the blue sky and water, I think a yellow or orange dress would really pop. And for the swimsuits, maybe something with a fun pattern or bright color.
Sounds great. What kind of poses are you thinking for the beach shots?
I want to capture some movement, so maybe running or twirling could work. And of course, some classic sultry poses on the rocks, by the water.
Oh, I love that idea. Do you have any tips for posing?
Just have fun with it and try different angles. Don't be afraid to move around and play with different expressions.
Got it. Okay, let's get started. I'm ready to strike a pose.
Perfect. Let's walk over to that rock formation and see what we can create. Good morning, B. How are you today?
Good morning, A. I'm doing well, thanks. How about you?
I'm doing great, thanks. So, have you had a chance to review the design concept we sent you?
Yes, I did. I love the minimalistic yet modern approach you took. But I was thinking about adding a pop of color. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea. What color were you thinking of?
Red. I think it will really make the design stand out.
I completely agree. Red is a bold and attention-grabbing color. Let me work on incorporating it into the design.
Perfect, thanks A. Also, I was thinking about adding some imagery to the design. Maybe something related to nature?
That's a great idea. This project is all about sustainability, right? I can incorporate some nice nature photography into the design. It will really complement the overall theme.
Wonderful. Thanks again, A. Can't wait to see the final design.
It's been a pleasure working with you, as always, B. I'll get it done and send it over to you soon. Hey there. Thanks for coming. I appreciate your help with optimizing our hospital information system.
No problem at all, glad to be here. So, what seems to be the issue?
Well, we've been having a hard time streamlining patient data and making it easy for our doctors and nurses to access it.
I see. Have you considered upgrading your software?
Yes, we have, but we're not sure which ones are compatible with our current infrastructure.
I understand. Let me take a look and see if I can recommend any programs for you to use.
That would be fantastic, thanks.
Do your staff members use any mobile devices to access the system?
Yes, we have several nurses who use tablets to input patient info.
Great. We can look into mobile-compatible software so they can access the system on the go.
That would save them a lot of time and hassle.
Definitely. Are there any other issues you've been having with the system?
Well, we've had some issues with data security.
I can recommend some software and procedures that will keep your patient's information safe.
Perfect. That's top priority for us.
Have you thought about implementing electronic prescriptions?
No, but that would be a game changer for our doctors.
It sure would. Electronic prescriptions cut down on errors and streamline the prescription process.
Let's definitely look into it.
We'll have to make sure that it's compliant with HIPAA regulations, but that shouldn't be an issue.
That's good to hear.
All right, I have a few options for software that I think will help us optimize your system.
Wonderful.
Shall we discuss pricing and implementation timelines?
Yes, let's do it. Thank you so much for your help, B.
My pleasure, A. Can't wait to get this system optimized for you.
Hey B, how's it going? I heard we're going to be implementing an automated deployment process for our software at the insurance company.
Hey A, I'm doing well. Yes, that's right. It's going to save us a lot of time and headache.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to seeing it in action. What tools are we going to be using for it?
We'll be using Jenkins for continuous integration and deployment and Docker for containerization. Have you used either of them before?
I have some experience with Jenkins, but Docker is new to me. What can you tell me about it?
Docker is a platform to develop, deploy, and run applications in containers. It's a powerful tool that can improve the efficiency and portability of our deployment process.
Sounds interesting. I'll have to do some reading up on it. Do we need to make any changes to our code to make the deployment process smoother?
We'll need to implement some automation scripts and set up a CI/CD pipeline, but other than that, the code should remain unchanged.
Great, that shouldn't be too difficult. By the way, have you heard about that new insurance policy for insuring against UFO abductions?
Laughs, no, I haven't. Is that for real?
Apparently so. I think I might need to take out a policy just to be safe.
Laughs, you never know when those aliens might decide to take you for a ride. But hey, at least our automated deployment process will be up and running smoothly by then.
Laughs, that's true. Thanks for the chat, B. I'm looking forward to working on this project with you.
Likewise, hey. Let's make it a success.
Hey, have you ever tried gelato? It's amazing.
No, I haven't. What's so special about it?
Well, it's a type of Italian ice cream that's creamy, rich, and comes in so many flavors. You're missing out.
Really? I'm a bit hesitant to try new things.
Come on, don't be a Grinch. Think of it as an adventure for your taste buds.
Okay, fine. What flavors do you recommend?
Pistachio is a classic, but there's also hazelnut, mango, and even chocolate with chili.
Whoa, chocolate with chili? That sounds wild.
It is, but in a good way. The sweetness of the chocolate blends perfectly with the spice.
All right, you convinced me. Let's go get some gelato after work.
Yes. I'm so excited to share this with you. We can even play a game of guessing the flavor.
Challenge accepted. I'm determined to beat you.
Huh, we'll see about that. But even if you win, we both get to enjoy the deliciousness of gelato.
Agreed. Thanks for showing me something new and exciting.
No problem. That's what friends are for, right? To share experiences and make memories.
Absolutely. Let's make this gelato trip one of those memories.
Hey there, how's it going? I didn't know you were into cloud computing too.
Yeah man, it's the future. So, what's on the table for today's meeting?
We're discussing ways to optimize cloud application performance. Do you have any ideas?
Actually, I was thinking of using a content delivery network to reduce latency and improve speed. What do you think?
That's a good idea, but don't forget about load balancing. We need to make sure resources are being utilized efficiently too.
Totally agree. What about storing data in multiple zones for redundancy? That way, we can ensure high availability.
Yes. Redundancy is key. Speaking of which, have you ever used a distributed database system like Cassandra?
Ah, Cassandra. I've heard of it but never actually tried it out. Would you recommend it?
Absolutely. It's reliable and can handle massive amounts of data. Plus, it's scalable too.
Amazing. You know, I think we should also look into microservices architecture. That way, we can break down the app into smaller, manageable components.
Yes, great point. We can deploy updates faster and improve fault tolerance that way. Have you had experience with any specific tools?
For sure. I've used Docker and Kubernetes to containerize and orchestrate services before. Highly recommend them.
Docker and Kubernetes, huh? Sounds like some heavy-duty stuff. I'll have to look more into it. By the way, have you ever had to troubleshoot a sudden spike in traffic before?
Oh yeah, that's the worst. I usually rely on caching to help with performance. Have you tried using a CDN caching service like Cloudflare?
Yes, I have. And it really helped a lot. Alright, we're coming up on time. Any final thoughts?
Just that it's important to regularly monitor and analyze performance metrics. It can make a big difference in the long run.
Agreed. Thanks for the productive discussion. Let's catch up again soon.
Definitely, see you around.
Hey, have you ever worked with multiple data tables before?
Yeah, I have. Why do you ask?
Well, I'm having a bit of trouble understanding how they're all related to each other.
Ah, I see. Do you know about primary keys and foreign keys?
Not really.
Okay, let me explain. A primary key is a unique identifier for each record in a table, while a foreign key is a field in a table that refers to a primary key in another table.
I think I get it. So, how do I make sure the data in each table is connected properly?
You would need to establish a relationship between the tables. There are different types of relationships, such as one-to-one, one-to-many, and many-to-many.
Wow, this sounds complicated.
It can be, but once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad. And there are always helpful resources online if you get stuck.
That's good to know. So, do you have any tips on creating these relationships?
Sure. Make sure you understand the data you're working with and how it should be organized. Also, don't forget to enforce referential integrity to maintain data accuracy.
Thanks for the advice. I'll keep that in mind.
No problem. And don't forget to test your relationships to make sure they're working properly before moving on.
Will do. Thanks again for your help.
Of course. Always happy to assist a fellow data wrangler.
Hi there. Enjoying the view of the Golden Gate Bridge?
Absolutely. It's my first time in San Francisco and I've always wanted to see it.
That's great. You're in for quite a treat when we get to the Golden Gate Bridge.
I can't wait. So, have you lived here your whole life?
Yeah, I have. You could say I'm a true San Franciscan.
That's amazing. I'm actually from New York City myself.
Whoa, the Big Apple. How's it compare to San Francisco?
Well, they're both amazing cities in their own way. New York City is much more fast-paced, but San Francisco has this laid-back feel that I really like.
Yeah, we're definitely more chill here in the Bay Area. Oh, look at that view.
Wow, that's incredible. This is definitely a moment I'll never forget. Thank you so much for showing me this.
You're welcome. It's always a pleasure to show people around this beautiful city. Oh, and if you're hungry later, be sure to check out some of our amazing seafood restaurants.
That sounds delicious. I'll definitely give it a try. You know, I think I could get used to living here.
Haha, well, San Francisco would definitely welcome you with open arms. We have a great community here.
I believe you. I can't wait to explore more of what San Francisco has to offer.
You definitely should. It's always an adventure in this city. Hi there. Thank you for picking me up. You seem like a friendly driver.
Hi. It's great to have you on board. Where are you headed to?
I'm heading to Paris for a business meeting. Have you been to Paris before?
No, it's my first time driving there. But I'm excited to see the Eiffel Tower and try some French cuisine.
You have to try the macarons. They're my favorite French pastry.
I'll definitely give those a try. What do you do for work?
I work in marketing. What about you? Is driving a taxi your full-time job?
Yes, it is. I've been a taxi driver for 10 years now, and I love meeting new people every day.
That's great. You must have some interesting stories from driving people around.
Oh, I do. Just last week, I gave a ride to a famous actress. It was quite a surprise.
Wow, that must have been exciting. I hope my ride to the meeting will be just as memorable.
I'll do my best. Would you like me to turn on the radio?
Yes, please. Do you know any good French stations?
Absolutely. This one is my favorite. Turns on radio.
This song is great. What's it called?
It's called La Vie en Rose by Edith Piaf. It's a classic.
I love the melody. Thanks for playing it.
It's my pleasure. We're almost at our destination. I hope you have a successful meeting.
Hi there. I'm really interested in improving the user experience of our cultural events website. What are your thoughts on it, B?
Hey. I think the user experience of our website could definitely use some improvement. One thing we could do is make the layout more user-friendly.
That's a great idea. I think we could also try to improve the overall aesthetic of the website. Maybe add some more pictures or graphics.
Absolutely. I think it would also be helpful to add more information about the cultural events themselves. People want to know what they're going to see.
Yes, absolutely. What about making the website more interactive? Perhaps we could add some quizzes or games related to the cultural events.
I love that idea. It would definitely make the website more engaging and keep people coming back.
Good point. What about accessibility? Do you think we could improve that in any way?
Definitely. We could add more language options for non-native speakers and make the website more compatible with different devices.
Great suggestions. Do you think we should have a section for customer reviews and feedback?
I think that's a great idea. It would help us improve the website even further and give users a platform to voice their opinions.
Good thinking. By the way, have you checked out the latest exhibit at the museum? It looks fascinating.
No, I haven't. I'll have to make a point to check it out soon.
Definitely. It could help us with some inspiration for improving the website too.
That's true. Plus, it's always fun to just wander and explore in a museum.
Agreed. Well, it was great bouncing ideas off of you. Let's put our heads together and see what we can come up with for the website.
Sounds like a plan, eh? I'm excited to see what we can create.
Good morning, Chef B. How are you doing today?
Good morning, Manager A. I'm doing well, thank you. Just finished prepping for today's specials.
That's great to hear. I've been reviewing last night's sales report and it looks like we need to boost our dessert sales.
I have an idea. How about we create a special dessert menu for Valentine's Day?
That's a great idea. I'll start working on the marketing materials for that.
Speaking of Valentine's Day, have you made any plans yet?
Not yet, I'm still deciding on what to do. Do you have any recommendations?
Well, if you're looking for a romantic setting, I'd suggest the park by the river. It's a perfect spot for a picnic.
That sounds lovely. I might have to take you up on that suggestion.
You definitely should. Valentine's Day is a day to celebrate love, after all.
Speaking of celebrations, it's almost our restaurant's anniversary. We should plan something special.
That's a great idea. How about we do a 6-course tasting menu featuring our most popular dishes?
Brilliant. I'll make sure to include that in our upcoming promotions.
Great, let's get started on planning that. By the way, have you tried the new steak dish I created?
I have, and it's incredible. Our customers are going to love it.
I'm glad to hear that. I always strive to create dishes that are both delicious and visually appealing.
You definitely succeeded with that dish. Keep up the great work.
Thank you, Manager A. It's always a pleasure working with you.
Likewise, Chef B. Let's keep making this restaurant one of the best in Houston.
Agreed. Let's get started on making this our best year yet.
Hey there, B. Are you ready to rock the shoot in Vegas?
Absolutely. I can't wait to strut my stuff in front of the camera and show off these killer outfits.
That's the spirit. So, what's the first location you have in mind for our shoot?
How about we start at the Bellagio fountains? The water display would make for some amazing shots.
I like the way you think. Let's head over there and get some shots with the water in the background.
Sounds perfect. And after that, we could head over to the Strip and shoot some edgier looks in front of those flashy neon lights.
Great idea. It'll definitely add some extra pizzazz to the photos.
And if we have time, we should definitely hit up the rooftop of one of the casinos. I heard the view is magnificent up there.
Awesome. We'll make it happen. So, anything else you want to try for this shoot?
Maybe we could do a few shots in one of those classic Vegas-style limos? It would definitely add a touch of glamour.
Yes. Love that idea. We'll get some amazing shots in there.
I'm really excited for this shoot, eh? I know we're going to make some magic happen.
I couldn't agree more, B. Let's get ready to make some art. Hey, B. Have you heard about our new project? We're going to explore the big data.
Hey, A. Yeah, I heard about it. I'm excited to apply our analysis skills on some juicy data.
Speaking of skills, I think we make a great team. You're a business analyst, and I'm a data analyst. Together, we can turn raw data into valuable business insights.
Haha, you're right. I'm the Sherlock Holmes, and you're the Watson. We're going to discover some secrets in the data world.
Definitely. But first, we need to make sure that the data is clean and accurate. We don't want to base our insights on faulty data. That would be like building a house on quicksand.
Oh dear, that would be a disaster. But lucky us, we know how to clean data. We'll just need to roll up our sleeves and put on our cleaning gloves.
That's right. And once we have clean data, we can start exploring it using various analysis techniques. We'll be like explorers in a treasure hunt, searching for valuable information.
Haha, you make it sound so exciting. And who knows what kind of insights we'll find. Maybe we'll even discover a unicorn in the data.
Ah, the legendary unicorn of business insights. We'll have to keep our eyes peeled for that one.
For sure. And when we do find it, we'll be the talk of the town. Everyone will want to know our secret to finding such valuable insights.
Well, let's make it happen, partner. I have a feeling this is going to be a fruitful and exciting venture.
You got it, pal. Together, we can turn big data into big insights.
Hi there, B. I'm excited to work with you on this project. So, what do you think is the most important thing to consider when designing an e-commerce website?
Nice to meet you, A. Yes, usability is definitely key. As a UI designer, I'm always thinking about the user experience. We also need to ensure the site is visually appealing and easy to navigate.
I couldn't agree more. I think we should also focus on making the buying process as seamless as possible. We don't want any confusion or frustration when it comes to checkout.
That's a great point. Maybe we can also add some fun elements like a rewards program or personalized product recommendations.
Yes, those are awesome ideas. Another thing to keep in mind is responsive design. We need to make sure the site looks and functions well on all devices.
Absolutely. And we should also consider the importance of load time. People will quickly lose interest if the site takes too long to load.
Agreed. Do you have any suggestions for organizing the products on the site?
I think we should categorize them based on type and incorporate a search bar. We can also add filters to help the user find what they're looking for more easily.
That sounds perfect. And maybe we can also include customer reviews and ratings to help them make a decision.
Great idea. And we can showcase popular products and have a recommended for you section based on their previous purchases.
I love it. This is going to be one amazing e-commerce site. Hey B, how was your yoga class today?
It was great. The instructor, A, really knows how to make the class fun.
That's awesome to hear. What kind of poses did you learn today?
We did a lot of stretching and relaxation poses. A even helped me perfect my downward dog pose.
Nice. I've been meaning to work on my own yoga practice. Would you recommend A to a beginner like me?
Absolutely. A is so patient and really takes the time to explain each pose. Plus, their calming voice really creates a relaxing atmosphere.
That sounds amazing. How often do you take classes with A?
I try to go at least once a week. The class really helps me de-stress and reconnect with my body.
I definitely need to try it out. Do you have any tips for a beginner like me?
Just be patient with yourself and don't push yourself too hard. It always reminds us to listen to our bodies and not overdo it.
Thanks for the advice. I can't wait to give it a try.
You're welcome. Let me know how it goes. Maybe we can go to a class together sometime.
Hi there, I'm the manager of this vegetarian restaurant. My name is Alex. Nice to meet you.
Hi Alex, I'm John. I specialize in vegetable farming.
That's great. It's good to have someone who shares the same values I have in providing healthy food choices. So, tell me, which vegetables do you recommend that we add to our menu?
You definitely should try growing kale and arugula. They're packed with nutrients and have great flavor.
Excellent suggestions. I was thinking of putting a salad on the menu that features kale and arugula. Can you supply me with fresh organic produce?
Absolutely. I have a farm nearby that produces organic vegetables. I can provide you with a steady supply.
That's perfect. I'm glad we're partnering together. How much do you usually charge for your produce?
My prices are reasonable. I prioritize quality over profit. We can discuss the details later.
Sounds good to me. How about we give our customers a free taste test next week? That way, they can experience the deliciousness of our new salad and appreciate the benefits of organic produce.
I'm all for it. I'll make sure the vegetables are picked fresh from the farm and delivered to your restaurant on time.
Great. I'm excited to see the customers' reactions to our new salad. Let's work together to create a healthier future for everyone.
Agreed. Let's get started with planting the kale and arugula seeds. We'll need to check the soil conditions and water requirements.
I'll make sure my staff is well trained on how to properly prepare and cook the vegetables. We want to make sure we bring out the best flavor in every dish.
Perfect. We are definitely a match made in heaven.
Good morning, B. It's great to see you here on the site.
Good morning, A. Thank you for having me. So, how's the progress going?
Well, we're getting there. The construction team is doing a great job, and we're on schedule.
That's great to hear. I'm really looking forward to seeing the finished project.
Me too. We've been working hard on the design, and I think it's going to turn out beautifully.
I have no doubt about that. Speaking of the design, the last time we talked, you mentioned some changes that needed to be made. How's that going?
Oh, those. Yes, we've made the changes you suggested, and I think they've really improved the overall look of the project.
That's fantastic. I'm so glad to hear that. You know, I was a bit worried that my suggestions might have been a bit too out there.
Not at all. We always welcome feedback from our clients. After all, it's your project, and we want to make sure you're happy with the end result.
Well, I definitely am. It's been a great experience working with you and your team.
Thank you, B. It's been great working with you too. I'm really proud of the work we've done together.
Me too. You know, I was just thinking, once this project is finished, we should celebrate with a big party.
I couldn't agree more. A party is a great idea. We'll definitely have to plan something special.
Absolutely. We'll invite everyone who worked on the project, and we'll have a grand unveiling.
That sounds perfect. I'm already looking forward to it.
Great. Well, I should probably let you get back to work. I'll be in touch soon.
Sounds good, B. Thanks again for stopping by. Have a great day. Hi there. I'm photographer A. Are you the model I'll be working with today?
Yes, hi. I'm Model B. Nice to meet you.
Great to meet you too. So our goal today is to take some awesome fashion photos on the beach.
Sounds like fun. I love the beach. What kind of outfit should I wear?
Well, we can definitely capture some stunning shots with a breezy sundress or flowy skirts. And we could add some fashionable accessories like sunglasses and hats to spice things up.
That sounds cool. Do you have any specific poses in mind?
I'd like to take some playful and candid shots, with you walking along the shore or playing with the waves. And we can also take some more dramatic shots with you posing on some rocks or against the sunset.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of variety. Do you think we'll be able to get it all done in time?
Absolutely. We have the whole afternoon to shoot, and the beautiful scenery will make the photos even more amazing.
I agree. I can't wait to see how they turn out.
Me too. Let's get started and make some beautiful memories.
Sounds like a plan. Pose me up, boss.
Hey. Have you heard about the wildlife exploration in Cairns, Australia?
No, what's that?
It's a fantastic place where we can explore the amazing flora and fauna of Australia.
Wow, sounds exciting. What can we do there?
We can go on a guided tour of the rainforest and see some of Australia's unique animals up close.
That sounds really cool. What kind of animals are we talking about?
There are kangaroos, koalas, wallabies, and even crocodiles.
Crocodiles? That sounds pretty scary.
Don't worry, they're all safely kept behind fences. But they are amazing creatures to see in a proper environment.
Okay, I'm sold. When should we go?
How about next month? It'll be the perfect time to visit, and the weather should be perfect.
Sounds great, let's plan it out. Do we need to book in advance?
Yes, we should definitely book in advance. It's a popular destination for tourists, and we don't want to miss out.
Absolutely. This is going to be such an adventure.
I know, I'm so excited. It'll be like living in a Nat Geo documentary.
Laughs, with us as the stars.
Exactly. We'll be the coolest adventurers ever.
You know it. I can't wait.
Hi there, what's on our baking agenda today?
Hey, today we are testing some new recipes for our bakery line. We have a new cake recipe to try out.
Sounds exciting. What's so special about this recipe?
It's a fusion of vanilla and matcha flavors. We are trying to create a unique combination that caters to more diverse tastes.
That's brilliant. So, what's the recipe we will be using?
It's a simple sponge cake recipe with some matcha powder mixed in. We will also be using a vanilla-flavored frosting for the finishing touch. Here's our recipe sheet.
Thanks, B. Let's get started.
Great, let's set the oven at 180 degrees Celsius and bake our batter for 30 minutes.
While the cake is baking, do you have any fun stories about baking?
Definitely. I used to work at a bakery where we had to make cookies in the shape of animals. It was a hilarious sight when the cookies would come out looking like weird hybrid creatures.
Haha, that sounds like a lot of fun. Have you ever made any baking mishaps?
Oh, plenty. Just last week, I mixed up the salt and sugar in a recipe, so the entire cake was unbearably salty.
That's quite a mishap. The cake must have been inedible.
It was, unfortunately. But that's just part of the baking process. We learn from our mistakes.
Absolutely, and it's a learning curve too. Wow, our cake is looking and smelling amazing, and the timer just went off.
Great, let's check it with a toothpick to make sure it's cooked through.
Looks like it's done. Now, let's decorate it with our vanilla frosting and some matcha powder on top.
Perfect. Let's have a little taste now.
That's delicious. The flavors work really well together.
I agree. I think we have a winner here.
Hi, I'm just wondering how much this bag of chips costs.
Sure thing, let me check the price for you. They're on sale for $2.99.
Great, I'll take it. I also wanted to ask how much this bottle of soda costs.
That one is $1.49. Do you need help finding anything else?
Actually, yes. Do you carry any vegan snacks?
Yes, we have a few options in the snack aisle. Let me show you. Here we have some veggie chips and dried fruit.
Awesome, thanks for showing me. What about drinks? Any vegan drinks?
We have some organic fruit juices that are vegan friendly. Would you like to see them?
Yes, please. That sounds perfect.
Here's our selection of organic juices that are all vegan. Which one do you prefer?
I'll take the apple juice, thanks. Oh, and one last thing. How much is this pack of gum?
That's 99 cents. Looks like you got yourself a nice little snack haul.
Haha, yes I did. Thanks for your help. Have a good day.
You too. Don't hesitate to ask if you need anything else.
Good evening, B. How's the restaurant business today?
Hi there, hey. It's been pretty busy tonight. Seems like everyone is in the mood for a good meal.
That's great news to hear. Did the new menu items increase the revenue?
Yes, they did. The customers are raving about the new seafood platter. You're a talented chef, hey.
Thank you, B. Speaking of talents, have we received any good reviews lately?
As a matter of fact, we did. A food blogger visited us last week and left a 5-star rating.
That's fantastic news. We should use that for our social media marketing.
Agreed. By the way, I noticed that some customers have been requesting gluten-free options. Can you prepare some for tomorrow's menu?
Sure thing, B. I have some ideas in mind.
Thanks, hey. You always come up with creative solutions.
It's all part of the job, B. Besides, I like the challenge.
Well, I appreciate your dedication. Speaking of which, have you had a chance to try the new dessert we're adding to the menu?
The chocolate lava cake? Yes, I did. And it's divine.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's going to be a hit, I'm sure.
It definitely will be. Hey, B, did you know that today is National Pizza Day?
Is it? We should do something special for our customers then.
How about a buy one get one deal for all our pizzas tonight?
I like the way you think, hey. Let's do it.
Awesome. Let's get back to work then.
Right on. Let's make some delicious food.
Good afternoon. It's a lovely day to be working in a coffee shop.
You're absolutely right. And it's nice to have you here with me. What goodies are you serving up today?
I have some freshly made macarons, cupcakes, and fruit tarts. What's on your side of the counter?
Well, I just brewed up some of our new seasonal blend of coffee. It's a combination of Ethiopian and Brazilian beans. And I also made a cinnamon latte and a caramel frappuccino.
That sounds delicious. What's your secret to making the perfect latte?
Well, it's all about the technique. You have to steam the milk just right and pour it over the espresso shot with a steady hand.
Wow, you're an artist.
And you're a magician with those baking tools. What's your favorite pastry to make?
I love making eclairs. There's something so satisfying about crafting that perfect choux pastry shell and filling it with creamy custard.
I couldn't agree more. And those mini cupcakes are simply adorable.
Thank you. I think they're perfectly sized for a sweet little treat.
So, have you tried the new coffee blend yet?
Not yet, but I have a feeling I'm going to love it. Can I try a sample?
Of course. Here you go. I think it has a nice balance of acidity and fruity notes.
This is great. I love how the flavor changes as it cools down.
That's the sign of a well-crafted cup of coffee. And your pastries are the perfect accompaniment. Let's enjoy a cup and a bite together.
Cheers to that. It's always a pleasure to work side by side with you. We make a great team.
Agreed. It's the perfect blend of sweetness and coffee that makes our customers happy.
Good morning, B. How's everything going?
Good morning, A. I'm doing well, thank you. Currently working on the project you assigned me last week.
That's great to hear. How's the progress so far?
So far, so good. I've finished the preliminary research and started outlining the report.
That sounds promising. When do you expect to complete it?
I'm hoping to finish it by the end of this week if all goes well.
Excellent. By the way, did you get a chance to read the latest company newsletter?
Yes, I did. I found the article on employee wellness very informative and helpful.
Yes, we want to make sure our employees are staying healthy and happy. How about the upcoming team building event? Are you looking forward to it?
Definitely. I think it's a great opportunity to bond with colleagues and learn about each other's strengths.
Agreed. And don't forget about the friendly competition we'll have, which is always fun.
I'm definitely looking forward to that as well. Have you decided which team you'll be on?
I'm still undecided. I might go for the underdog team for a challenge. What about you?
Same here. I want to help a team that might need some extra support. It'll make the victory that much sweeter.
Laughs, I like your enthusiasm. Keep up the good work on the project, and let me know if you need any support.
Thank you, A. I appreciate it. Have a great day.
You too, B. See you around. Hi, how may I assist you today? Are you looking for something specific?
Yes, I'm here to borrow a book. Can you help me find it?
Of course. What's the title of the book?
It's called 10,000 Hours, Mastering a Skill.
All right, let me check our system for availability. Oh, it looks like we've got one copy available right now. Would you like to borrow it?
Yes, please. But, can you tell me more about the author?
His name is Malcolm Gladwell. He's a journalist and author who has written other books such as The Tipping Point and Outliers.
Wow, sounds interesting. I might check those out too.
Definitely do. Now, let me just scan your library card and the book for checkout. There you go.
Thank you. Do you have any tips for returning the book?
Just remember the due date and return it by then. Oh, and don't forget to check for any damages or missing pages before returning it.
Noted. Thanks for the assistance, you've been very helpful.
You're welcome. Enjoy reading, and don't hesitate to come back if you need anything else. Have a great day.
You too. Goodbye.
Hi there, I'm the data scientist from the energy company. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm the AI engineer. It's a pleasure to meet you too.
So, how can we work together to optimize energy usage and distribution in our company?
Well, as an AI engineer, I can work on developing algorithms and models that can predict energy consumption patterns.
That would be great. With that information, I can analyze the data to find insights that can help us make better decisions on how to allocate resources.
Yes, and we can also use AI to implement automated control systems to make sure we're using energy more efficiently.
That sounds like a great idea. And I can use machine learning to find patterns that can help us identify areas for improvement.
And we can also use predictive maintenance algorithms to ensure our equipment is functioning properly and not using more energy than it needs to.
Perfect. We're really coming up with some great ideas here.
Yes, it's amazing what can be achieved when different fields come together to work towards a common goal.
I agree. And with our combined knowledge and skills, we can make a real difference in reducing energy consumption and promoting sustainable practices.
Absolutely. It's great to see how technology can be used for the greater good.
Yes, and I'm excited to see how our collaboration will impact the future of energy usage and distribution.
Me too. Let's get to work.
Hi B, how are you doing today?
I'm good, hey. Just analyzing some sales data for our retail company.
Great. I know we've been struggling to sell our new line of winter coats. Any ideas on how we can improve sales?
Well, from the data, it seems like the largest age group buying our coats are in their 20s and 30s. Maybe we should target marketing towards them.
That's a good point. Perhaps we can run a social media campaign with influencers who appeal to that age group.
Definitely. And we could also analyze the region in which our coats are selling the most and focus our advertising efforts there.
Agreed. I also noticed that our sales for women's coats are lower than men's. Any ideas on how we can change that?
Have we considered making the women's coats more stylish and fashionable?
That's a great idea. We can collaborate with designers to create more stylish options for women.
Exactly. And we could also offer discounts to customers who buy both men's and women's coats together.
I love it. We're already brainstorming some great ideas.
Yes, and it's all thanks to the power of data analysis.
Couldn't agree more. Thanks for your help, B.
Anytime, hey. Let's keep using data analysis to continuously improve our sales strategy.
Hi there. I'm your food delivery guy for today. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. Ready to conquer the day with some yummy snacks.
Perfect. What do we have here in the bag? Looks like some chips, chocolate, and cookies.
You got it. I'm all about satisfying those late-night cravings. What's your favorite snack?
Tough question. I'm a bit of a health nut, so I tend to go for nuts, fruit, and granola bars.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess I'll have to convince you to try some of these guilty pleasures eventually.
I'm not sure you'll be able to persuade me, but I'm open to trying new things. So, how's the online retail business treating you in Zhuhai?
It's been good. The city is growing fast, and people are always looking for convenience. Shopping from the comfort of their homes is something people appreciate.
That's great to hear. I'm just happy to be a part of that convenience by delivering all these tasty treats to people's doorsteps.
You're definitely making people's days brighter with each delivery. By the way, have you been able to explore the city at all in between deliveries?
Not too much, but I've seen some beautiful sights driving around. I really want to try some of the local restaurants though.
You definitely should. The seafood here is amazing. Plus, there are so many traditional Cantonese dishes to try.
Sounds like a plan. I'll take your advice and explore some of the culinary options here. Thanks for the chat. Time to deliver some snacks.
Thanks for the delivery. Catch up with you later, and don't forget to try some of those guilty pleasures.
Hey B. Have you ever tried kimchi before?
Yes, I have. It's so delicious, although it's quite spicy for my taste buds.
Same. I had it for the first time a few years ago, and I was blown away by the flavor. I love how it's both sour and spicy at the same time.
Absolutely. It's a perfect side dish for any Korean meal. I especially love it with some freshly cooked rice.
Yeah, it complements the rice so well. Did you know that kimchi has some health benefits too?
Really? I had no idea. What kind of benefits does it have?
Well, it's great for digestion because it has a lot of good bacteria that our gut needs to function properly.
That's interesting, I didn't know that. I just love it for the taste. Have you ever tried making it at home?
Unfortunately, I haven't. I really like buying it from Korean restaurants or grocery stores.
Me too. I always make sure to grab a jar whenever I'm at the grocery store.
Have you tried any other Korean dishes?
Yes, I've tried bibimbap and bulgogi. They're both so good.
Yes, they're some of my favorites too. I really think Korean cuisine has some of the most unique and flavorful dishes in the world.
Agreed. Koreans definitely know how to spice things up. Speaking of spice, do you like spicy food in general?
I do, but my tolerance level isn't very high. How about you?
I love spicy food. The spicier, the better.
Wow, my taste buds would not be able to handle that. But I admire your courage.
Haha, thanks. Well, whether you like it spicy or mild, kimchi is definitely a must-try dish for anyone who loves flavorful food.
Definitely. It's a staple dish in Korean cuisine, and for good reason. It's delicious. Hi sweetie, what are you up to today?
Hi Mom, I was thinking of baking a cake for dessert tonight. Want to help me out?
Sure thing, what kind of cake are we making?
I was thinking of making a chocolate cake with a raspberry filling. What do you think?
That sounds delicious. Is there anything I can help with?
Can you help me mix the dry ingredients, please?
Absolutely, let's get started. Have you preheated the oven yet?
Not yet. Let me do that while you get the ingredients out.
Sounds like a plan. Do you want to use the stand mixer or the hand mixer?
I think the stand mixer will be easier. Let's use that.
Great, I'll get the bowl and the mixer attachment. So, have you measured out the flour and cocoa powder already?
Yes, they're in that bowl over there.
Awesome, let me add the sugar and salt to it. Can you get the baking powder and soda, please?
Sure thing, here you go.
Thanks, let me add those in and mix everything together. Alright, all the dry ingredients are combined, now what?
Now, can you help me make the raspberry filling?
Of course, what do we need for that?
Just some fresh raspberries, sugar, cornstarch, and lemon juice.
Okay, let me grab those from the fridge. Do you have a saucepan we can use?
Yes, it's in the cupboard over there.
Got it, let's get started. This is going to be an amazing cake, I can already tell.
Thank you, Mom. I'm glad you're helping me out.
Hi there. Can you recommend any good souvenirs from this shop?
Of course. We have some great options. What kind of souvenir are you looking for?
Something that represents this country, but also small enough to fit in my luggage.
How about a miniature replica of the Eiffel Tower or a keychain with the London Eye?
Those are great suggestions. I think I'll go with the London Eye keychain.
Excellent choice. Is there anything else I can help you find?
Actually, I've been eyeing that bottle of champagne. Do you think it's worth the price?
Definitely. It's one of our best sellers and is perfect for celebrations.
You convinced me. I'll add it to my shopping basket.
Great. Don't forget, we also have a deal on chocolates if you purchase 2 or more.
That's tempting. Can you tell me which ones are the most popular?
Sure. Our customers usually enjoy the Lindt or Godiva chocolates. They're both delicious.
Okay, I'll grab a few boxes. Thanks for all your help.
Not a problem at all. Enjoy your purchases and have a safe flight.
Hey there. I'm the software architect for this project. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm the database administrator. Pleasure to meet you too.
So, we need to build a robust enterprise information system. What's your take on it?
Well, as a database guy, I think the backbone of any system is the data. We need to ensure the integrity and security of the data at all times.
I couldn't agree more. What about performance? Our system needs to be able to handle large amounts of data and user requests.
Definitely. We'll need a good database design and efficient queries to optimize performance.
Speaking of design, what technology stack are you planning to use?
Our team prefers SQL Server for its reliability and scalability. How about you?
We're leaning towards a microservices architecture with Kubernetes for container orchestration.
Interesting choice. Have you considered using NoSQL databases for certain aspects of the system?
Yes, we're planning to implement MongoDB for unstructured data storage.
Cool. And what about backups and disaster recovery plans?
We'll have a backup and recovery strategy in place, with scheduled backups and redundant systems.
Sounds good. What about collaboration and communication between teams?
Our team uses agile methodology and regular stand-up meetings to stay in sync. How about your team?
We use Scrum for project management and daily meetings to keep everyone on the same page.
Great, it seems like we're on the same wavelength. Let's work together to create an awesome information system.
Absolutely. Collaboration and communication will be key to a successful project. Let's do this.
Good morning, B. How are you doing with the research?
Good morning, A. I've been doing great, thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm doing fine as well. So, have you made any progress on our project?
Yes, I actually made some interesting discoveries yesterday. I found out that the solution we used in our experiment didn't work as expected.
Really? That's fascinating. What could be the reason?
After analyzing the data, I think the pH level of the solution was not balanced. I'm planning to run some more tests today to verify this.
Great. Keep me posted on your findings. By the way, have you seen the latest episode of that new TV series everyone is talking about?
No, I haven't had the chance to watch it yet. What's it about?
It's about a group of aliens who come to Earth to study human behavior. It's hilarious and thought-provoking at the same time.
Wow, that sounds interesting. I'll definitely check it out when I have some free time.
Speaking of free time, did you make any plans for the weekend?
Not yet. Do you have any suggestions?
How about we go to the park and have a picnic? The weather is going to be perfect for it.
That sounds like a great idea. I'll bring my favorite sandwich.
Perfect. I'll bring some fruits and drinks. It's going to be a fun and relaxing weekend.
I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for the suggestion, A.
Hey B, have you heard of ISO 27001 incident response?
Yeah, I have. It's a standardized approach to handling information security incidents.
That's correct. And do you know what the main objectives of this standard are?
Of course, it aims to minimize the risk of security incidents occurring and to ensure a quick and effective response in case they do.
You're right. And it's not just for IT professionals. It's useful for anyone who wants to keep their information safe.
Absolutely. And it's becoming more and more important with the growing threat of cyber attacks.
Exactly. Do you know what the key components of an incident response plan are?
Yes, they include preparation, detection, containment, eradication, recovery, and lessons learned.
Wow, you really know your stuff. Have you ever dealt with a real security incident before?
Thankfully, no. But I think it's important to always be prepared and have a plan in place just in case.
Definitely. And ISO 27001 incident response provides a great framework for that.
Agreed. It's comprehensive yet flexible enough to adapt to different organizations' needs.
So, are you considering getting certified in it?
I actually am. I think it would be a valuable addition to my skill set.
That's great. I might consider it too. We could even study together.
That's a great idea. It's always more fun to learn with a buddy.
All right, let's make a plan to study for it soon. Thanks for the chat, B.
Anytime, hey. Always happy to talk about information security.
Hi, it's a beautiful day, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Where are you headed?
I am going to Hong Kong to visit some friends.
Oh, that's great. Have you been to Hong Kong before?
Yes, I have. It's such an amazing city.
I've been there a few times as well. I love the food there.
I agree. The dim sum is my favorite.
Yes, the dim sum is delicious. Have you tried the egg tarts?
Yes, they are amazing. Is there any particular place you would recommend to try them?
Well, I usually go to Tai Chong Bakery. It's one of the best places for egg tarts.
Thanks for the recommendation. By the way, how long have you been driving a taxi?
I've been driving for about 10 years now. What about you? What do you do?
I work in marketing. It's a pretty interesting field.
That sounds fascinating. What kind of marketing do you do?
I work in digital marketing. It's always changing and keeps me on my toes.
That sounds like a challenging job. Hats off to you.
Thanks. It can be tough, but it's also very rewarding.
I can imagine. Well, we are almost there. Enjoy your visit to Hong Kong.
Thanks, I will. Have a great day.
You too. Take care.
Hi there. I'm a software engineer working on the Smart City project. Nice to meet you.
Hi. I'm an AI engineer. Great to meet you too. What are you working on for the Smart City project?
We're trying to figure out how we can utilize AI technology to improve the city's governance. Any ideas?
Oh, I can definitely help with that. One idea is to use AI algorithms to analyze traffic patterns and optimize traffic flow.
That's a great idea. We can also use AI to monitor the city's security and detect any suspicious activities.
Yes, and AI can also be used to predict and prevent natural disasters such as floods or earthquakes.
Wow, these are all amazing ideas. How about using AI for waste management and recycling?
Absolutely. AI can track trash collection schedules and optimize garbage disposal routes. We can also use it to identify recyclable materials from regular waste.
This is really interesting. But how do we make sure that the data collected by AI is used ethically and securely?
Good point. We need to ensure that the algorithms are transparent, unbiased, and accountable. We also need to safeguard the privacy of citizens' data.
Yes, that's so important. We don't want to create a Big Brother scenario. By the way, have you heard of any cities that are already using AI for governance?
Yes, there are a few examples. Singapore is a great example of using AI to manage traffic and security. And Helsinki is using AI to predict and prevent social issues such as homelessness.
That's fascinating. It's great to see how AI can have a positive impact on society. Thanks for sharing these insights, B.
No problem, hey. This is an exciting area of development, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Hey B, how's it going? Have you heard about the new data breach that just happened in the financial sector?
Hi there, A. I've been quite busy with the database maintenance work. No, I haven't heard about it. What happened?
Apparently, the customer data of one of the big banks got leaked, and there were some major fraudulent transactions as a result. It's a big deal.
That's terrible. We need to make sure our system is secure. What kind of measures can we take to prevent such incidents from happening to us?
We definitely need to beef up our encryption algorithms and limit access to sensitive data. Plus, we need to use strong passwords for our accounts.
Agreed. And we should also conduct regular security audits to detect any potential vulnerabilities.
Exactly. We need to stay alert and be proactive in our approach to data security. You know what they say, prevention is better than cure.
Haha, indeed. By the way, have you heard about the latest phishing scam that's been going around? It's pretty sneaky.
No, what is it?
Hackers send an email or message that looks like it's from a legitimate source, asking for personal information or login credentials. It can trick even savvy users.
Wow, that's clever. We should warn our customers about it and educate them on how to spot phishing attempts.
Yes, and we should also use advanced spam filters to block suspicious messages before they reach our users.
Good point. It's so important to keep our customers' data safe and secure. Without trust, we can't have a successful business.
Absolutely. And with the increasing volume of online transactions, we need to be extra cautious and vigilant. It's a tough job, but it's worth it.
Definitely. It's all about protecting what matters most, and that's our customers and their assets. Thanks for the chat, B. Let's get to work on securing our database. Hey B, what's up? I heard you're the expert on human-machine interaction.
Yep, that's me. And I heard you're the top software engineer on this team.
Heh, you flatter me. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about optimizing our smartphone interface.
Sure thing. What specifically are you interested in?
Well, I was thinking that we could simplify some of the functions. Maybe remove some features that aren't commonly used.
I see where you're coming from. But we also need to consider the user experience. Some people might want those extra features.
Yeah, you're right. We should survey a sample group of users to see what they like and don't like.
Absolutely. And we could also adjust the font size and color scheme to make it easier on the eyes.
Good suggestion. Another thing I was thinking about is making the icons more intuitive. Many users have trouble finding the right function.
Yes, that's a classic problem. We could add some labels or even change the shape of the icons.
Interesting. What do you think about adding some animations or sound effects to make the interface more engaging?
I like where your head is at. But we don't want to overdo it and make the interface too distracting.
Good point. We should strike a balance between engaging and functional.
Exactly. And we should always keep in mind the diversity of users. For example, those with visual or hearing impairments may require special accommodations.
I hadn't thought of that. Thank you for bringing it up. We'll need your expertise to make sure we're meeting accessibility standards.
No problem at all. That's what I'm here for. And you can always rely on my knack for design aesthetics.
I won't deny that's a valuable skill. All right, I think we've got some good ideas here. Let's work on a prototype and get some user feedback.
Sounds like a plan. Let's make this the best smartphone interface around.
Hey B, have you heard about the new project we have been assigned to work on?
No, not yet. What is it about?
We are going to develop a new corporate intranet system using Vue.js and ASP.NET MVC5.
Oh, that sounds exciting. I have experience in using MVC for back-end development.
That's great. I have been brushing up on my Vue.js skills, so we can make a good team.
Definitely. Do you have any ideas for the user interface?
Yes, I was thinking of using a modern and sleek design. With Vue.js, we can easily create dynamic and responsive components.
I agree. We could also utilize ASP.NET MVC5 for its powerful back-end functionalities, such as routing and data handling.
Absolutely. And we should make sure the site is compatible with different browsers and devices.
That's important. We don't want any compatibility issues that will cause problems for the users.
Right, and we can also implement security measures to protect sensitive company information.
Yes, data security is crucial. We can make sure we use the latest encryption protocols.
Exactly. I think we have a great plan for this project.
I agree, this is going to be an exciting and challenging project. Let's get started and create a great intranet system for our company.